Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pag Nasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Season 3, episode 46. Pag Nasty, Spicy Brown, back in BDC Studios, about to answer the questions that you have sent in, bitches. It's been a long time since we've done a Q&A section that doesn't involve anything spicy. Well, it always involves spicy. I stand corrected. That doesn't involve spicy food, that we're eating. So we're just here to answer just some straight up questions that people have been sending us to nastyandfriends@gmail.com. So I'm fucking super pumped. What about yourself, man?
Dude, I'm pretty pumped. So for you fucks that don't know, like before we go live, we always have YouTube on and we always have it cranked up, and we're playing music. You know what I mean? Drake, Wayne, Eminem.
Oh yeah,
whatever is popular at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Kanye. Yeah. I mean, we do like we do pretty much a bunch of different music.
Yeah,
Foo Fighters. We were bumping
earlier,
shit like that. So
we do that to kind of get in the zone, and then we go, and then of course we have YouTube going in the background. Right now we have Drake videos, but not like the new shit, like God's Plan, which is okay, but like his shit from like 2012. So we just got to listen to Hell Yeah, Fucking Right with Weezy, which back then, like Wayne was hot. But he's been hot for a long time. Drake, back then, 2012, 2013, he was everything, dude. He was so good, so hungry. You could, like you said, like his passion. And, I don't think he's the same. I don't think he's spitting the same kind of fire he was back then. He's never been like a fantastic rapper, but just his passion. And he did have good lyrics, and then his singing on top of that, and his hooks, and he was so fucking good, dude.
Right. Well, what was that I said? We were bumping to him earlier, after lunch and stuff. And I said the one thing that I like about Drake is he has like two sides of him. Like one, I legit think that he can murder you.
Yeah.
And the other part of me, like the other side of him, that part of me thinks that he like just legit cries after sex.
Sometimes he cries after sex is what you said. And I was driving when you said that, and I was fucking rolling.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, we're here to answer some questions. I'm assuming we'll probably get through them all. Maybe not. I think we have we haven't opened them. We're just reading them off the phone. We're not going to be drawing them out. We're just going to read them in the order that we got them because we just didn't write them out or print them off. So, but there's 9 questions that I'm showing.
Okay.
I haven't opened them. I don't know. There may be multiple questions. Sometimes people do that.
Boy.
We'll just go from there. Is there anything that you want to address before we get into the first one here?
No, you kind of addressed it. So, the last few times, and Q&A is one of our favorite things that we do. It's exciting and it's fucking tough, man.
Yeah, and it's usually pretty. We go down some rabbit holes, and it's usually pretty disgusting because you fucking degenerates send in some weird ass shit, which we like.
We love that.
I mean, because it could be anything from like what foot do you prefer more over the other to like life advice, sex advice, food advice, anything.
That's what we do.
So we usually don't get any advice questions because they probably have listened to other podcasts. Like, there's no way I'm taking advice from these two fucks.
They're like, what do I do about this serious case of crabs?
Right.
They would come at us for that.
Yeah,
like,
and it might be a year before they get to it.
Yeah, they were like, can I file my taxes after the deadline? And then they wouldn't be like, well, I'll just listen to a bunch of Nasty and Friends because we'll just tell you to don't do your taxes. You don't have to do them.
Yeah. No,
it's not even
it's optional. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Allegedly. Oh, and so we love the Q&A. The last few times we've done Q&A, we've done it during the Hot Ones tribute, which to make something already difficult to do, it's so much harder to do when you're fucking trying to eat these wings of death. But we like that. We like to be in the suck. We like to be on the fucking
And who
edge.
knows what we say at that point? Like,
right.
I mean, a lot of the times we don't remember what we talk about. Like right after the podcast, we're trying to like figure out the description. I'm like, what do we talk about? You're like, I don't know.
I don't remember, man.
Yeah, but then when you're like faded and like you're eating the hot ones and you're super high just from like breathing, like doing the I said eating the hot ones, eating the wings.
The wings,
you really don't remember what the fuck we spew at that point either.
You're working when you're in the suck. Your mind's in a different place. I would compare it to like eating wings and answering questions with the live microphone on is like trying to take a piss with like say you give like a toddler or like a monkey or something a shotgun and have them pointed at the back of your head, and you don't know if they're going to shoot it or not. They don't even know what it is. They don't know it's a weapon.
Right.
That's exactly.
Exactly.
There couldn't be a closer comparison. That's what it's like, and we like that. We like to live on the edge.
Yeah.
If we had a toddler in here now, I'd give it like a revolver, and just hand it to him.
Yeah.
And as long as it doesn't shoot itself, that's fine. But if maybe he takes a shot at us, maybe
take a shot at the cat.
Yeah, you wanna live there, right in the red line, like
right.
on a speak like. The red line. That's
Absolutely.
where you want to be. That's where you want to live at.
Hell yeah. And hopefully we get there with these questions.
Hopefully. That's not on us, though. That's we're going to do our part. That's more on you fucks.
So this, let's just jump into it. So this first one is from Joey. And looking at what we have in our email box, you're going to hear his name a lot because he sends in a lot of questions. So you know already it's going to be the lowest quality type of question.
Shouts out, Joey.
Yeah, absolutely. So it says, when was the first time you sent or received nudes, and how did you receive it? Letter, text, email, in person, etc. He's like, I was blessed to receive my first nude via email. LOL. Which, that's old school. Who the hell is taking pictures, scanning it in, or because I mean, my guess is this was probably back before like smartphones were out, so they would have like taken the picture, like scanned it or uploaded it, and then just like emailed it. What if you accidentally like selected contact, like all contacts or something? You know, that's some sketchy stuff. That's some like American Pie stuff, where he accidentally sends it out to everybody.
I was thinking more of American Psycho stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. So, first of all, I got a couple questions right back at you, Joey. Let us know what was the guy's name that sent you the email nude.
And share it.
Yeah. And that was seriously going to be my second question is, can you share it?
We got to see what he's working with.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've actually never sent a nude at all. I've never sent like a dick pic or anything. And I'm serious.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I have sent nudes of like me, like if I'm like taking a shit or something, and I'll send it to like the degenerate, like my uncle and like my brothers, stuff like that, or if I get out of the shower and somebody Snapchat me, I'll like stand in the back and so you can just like see my ass. So I guess that technically is a nude.
That's a nude.
I've sent those, so I would say within like probably the past couple of years with that. But it's a full on just straight old like dick pic, I've never sent. I don't trust it not getting out there somewhere. Like so. Yeah, what about you? And like received one, I have received one from I won't put their name out there, but it was one time. It was actually remember the first one that I remember. It was, I think I probably got some. I don't remember if I ever. I'm trying to think if maybe I had some sent to me when I was in AT, but I don't think so. But I did have one sent when we were in Philly back in like 2009.
Okay.
From somebody, and I was just like, and I like looked at him like, why would this? And then I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Like, because it was like in the middle of the day, I like checked my phone like while we were like between like rappelling and stuff. Luckily, nobody was around because I'd been like, what is this? And I've been like, oh shit. So I would say that's probably mine. What about you?
I would think the last time I got like a nude would have been like a joke, like some dude's balls or something.
Yeah.
I really can't remember. I have sent dick pics out before. Mm-hmm. Not
because it's probably in like panoramic view.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Like panoramic. Yeah, no, it's not something I'm proud of.
Right.
And I don't know what kind of person wants to receive dick pics, but it's happened before. It's been years.
Yeah.
But it's happened. But I can't remember the last time I've received something like that. But I guarantee you it was through text message and not through email or snail mail.
That email
or any of that.
That email is savage, man. That is funny as shit.
You know what? And shouts out Joey.
Yeah.
But I think he added that last part in just to try to fucking like Inception.
You think?
Inception, yeah. To try to get in our heads and fuck with us.
I mean, maybe. He's a pretty big degenerate, but it's possible.
It's possible. I just don't understand that email thing.
Like I said, it would have been like way before.
Because either you have a smartphone, right? And you take the picture and upload it to text message, or you have email where you have to use a scanner.
Well, maybe it was maybe if it was like not a
s-
smartphone, it was like a basic phone. And could you send a text to emails at that point with pictures? I know at some point in time you could. I don't
Yeah.
know when that transition happened.
I don't know either. He didn't say a year either. He just said email.
Yeah, he didn't say. He's just like, this first one that he got he was lucky enough to get via email. LOL.
Yeah, shit.
Which I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I want to know what his email address was at the time, because you know how everybody always had like your first one isn't like usually your first dot last name. Like my main email address now is my first dot last name at whatever, but like it's like my very first email I ever had was like my last name underscore like my favorite number at Hotmail.
Yeah. So
it's just like I wonder if his was probably like cat farmer or like farming for pussy, like 89 or whenever he was born in or whatever.
Yeah.
So let us know. Like I want to know. I want to see this picture of the dude too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. It's a great fucking question.
Yeah.
That is weird. Like just I don't understand dudes that'll just randomly send a dick pic to somebody who doesn't request it.
I don't
Like
think-
that should be like assault or something, right?
Unless your dick looks like real good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the.
Oh,
like
it's a
the-
good dick day today.
Yeah, like the who was that? That Burt Kreischer talking about Tracy Morgan. Is that what?
I think so.
When he's like I want to say it's Burt Kreischer and he's talking about Tracy Morgan. He's like they're friends, and he's like yeah, he was telling me about his bit, and he's like my dick's so pretty, yeah, it's like something like my dick's so pretty, chick sucking with the lights on or something like that. And he's talking about how pretty his dick looks, and yeah, if you got a real good looking dick, like yeah, maybe you just throw it out there. I don't know, you
I guess it's
throwing a group text,
throw it out there all willy nilly.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes some confidence, though. I'm
Yeah,
not
you gotta
that confident in my junk at all.
I mean, not back in the day, but now you got all these filters. You can do whatever you want with
Yeah,
it.
that's true. You think you put like a little dog filter on it so it has
you
like
put
the
whiskers
ears?
and shit. Yeah. Yeah. I got a pretty dick.
Yeah.
Dude, I think what I'm thinking about is Burt Kreischer on Joe Rogan when he tells the Tracy Morgan getting kicked out of the bar story.
Right.
And I think in there he does a Tracy Morgan impression when Tracy Morgan's talking about the bit, and he's like, "Yeah, my dick's so pretty, you could suck it with the lights on."
I don't remember that part.
We'll look that up later.
So,
We'll look that up later. But
yeah.
Yeah, if you got a pretty dick, fucking, you're gonna want to show it off.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're not.
And if you got that, send it in. You know our email address. We'll check it out. We'll rate it.
assess it. Yeah,
Assess it.
We'll give it a rating. Now on the because I'm sure we'll probably get a ton of dick pics in. So are we doing like a 1 to 5 scale, or is it like a 1 to 10 scale, or are we doing like just straight up thumbs up, thumbs down? I think we just do some type of a rating, like a 1 through 5 or a 1 through 10. I personally like a 1 through 10 scale. Better than the 1 through 5. Like when people rate movies, and I'll be like, when people are like, "Oh, it's a 3," really? Well, it's a 1 to 5 scale. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
Nobody, in my opinion, nobody ever just defaults in their head 1 to 5 scale. If you just give them
1 to 10.
Yeah. So that's what I personally like the best.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This whole fucking,
Because then you can really fuck with somebody. Because if I give your dick a 2,
Yeah.
and it's a 1 to 5 scale, but I give your dick a 2 on a 1 to 10 scale, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, no, I like, to make it simple, you go thumbs up, thumbs down. But then that takes me back to the Netflix thing when they went away from the star system and did the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Like it makes me like, if I like a movie, if I think it's okay, I'd like to be like, no, it's a 6.
Right. Yeah.
And I like to give a 10 a 10. So virtually you're giving a 6 and a 10 a thumbs up. No,
Right.
I want to distinguish. Like,
Yeah.
No, there's Shawshank Redemption, and
Right.
then there's like a 6 movie. They're not
Right.
in the same boat. They don't
Right.
just get a thumbs up. You get a pretty dick, and then you get like a dick that's just okay. They're both not just a thumbs up. One's a
Right.
10, one's a 6.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that. So we agree on a
Thumbs
1 to
down
10.
doesn't matter. I think
Yeah.
whether it's a 1 or 5, it's a thumbs down. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
I think you go 1 to 10.
1 to 10. I like that. Yeah. All right. So our dick scale is 1 to 10. So I mean, we'll look at it. We'll definitely judge them on air. They don't have to use your name, if you don't want to. But
We're gonna guess.
yeah, I mean,
gonna guess who it is.
I'm not above doing that.
No,
so
fuck
if you
no.
guys really want to know, so anything else you want to say on that before we jump to the next
I think
one?
we covered it.
Okay. Do you want to read this one, or you just want me to read it since we're just going off the phone? Or?
Oh, you can read it. I'll read the next one.
Okay. So this is from it's a buddy that I went to high school with, and I was in his wedding. So shouts out to Andy Horn. But he wrote in and asked, he said, if you, this is a good question. If you had one song that played every time you walked through a door for the rest of your life, what would it be? His is, mine is Welcome to the Party by Kid Rock. The fact that it's Kid Rock, I'm kind of suspicious of it, but I'll give it to him because that is actually kind of funny when you walk through a door and it's just like, welcome to the party. So the idea of it is good.
Yeah.
So again, if you had one song to play every time you walk through a door for the rest of your life, what would it be? Now, with that being said, I think that we need to specify, is it like if you're walking in like a door into like a house, but say you walk through the door to the bathroom, does the song play?
Yeah.
Or is it like a brand new place? So you will come home, walk through the door, it plays, but then like if you leave and you go in to like the grocery store, it's a new place, it goes there.
Okay.
So like in my head it's just a new place. It's not like every single door. Like, yeah, so if I go to the bathroom, it doesn't play there.
Yeah, then you come out of the bathroom, then it plays again.
Right, yeah. I don't see it that way. I see it like a new place, or like if you're bar hopping, which would be super pretty funny. Yeah. Like, you walk in or, somebody's house. That's how, when I read it, that's how I see it. So,
I'm not familiar with that Kid Rock song, are you?
No, not at all. Because there's like 3 Kid Rock songs that I know. So.
I like Kid Rock. I worked one of his shows.
Yeah.
I love his older stuff. His newer stuff, I wasn't really a fan of.
Yeah, it says mine. It's "Welcome to the Party" by Kid Rock.
I'm sure I'd know it if I heard it.
Yeah,
Just know the title. I don't know.
I would assume.
Yeah, that's a tough question. I would do like a. It would just be like a short, something like a 5-second, like not like a ringtone, but like a notification.
Okay.
So because it would get old,
Oh, yeah.
What I'm fucking with, I change up my wake up ringers. Right now, they're Always Sunny theme songs.
Oh, nice.
So I have.
Don't you end up like hating it though, or
no? It hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
It hasn't.
Because I don't usually do that. Like my alarm now is set up where I don't even really know what song, because when my phone starts vibrating, it wakes me up right away, and I usually catch it before the song starts playing.
Okay.
So I don't even really have any music, but I used to wake up to songs, and then I would just fucking hate that song.
Yeah, that's happened before. It hasn't happened with Always Sunny because I think just my love for Always Sunny.
Yeah.
So you have the introduction music, and then you have the like what they play like coming out of a commercial.
Yeah.
The kind of upbeat one, and then they have the frantic one. When shit starts going haywire, like the high up and down. You have a bunch of ones to choose from. I would. I'm just gonna go with the intro to Always Sunny.
Okay, that's really good.
But not the whole thing.
Yeah, just like
5 seconds.
Yeah, I was trying to think. The first one that comes to mind, what is it? The one that goes dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Beethoven or whatever.
I think.
That's just like the first thing that popped in my mind. It wouldn't be that. I would want it to be like something funny where people are like, "What the fuck?" Like Barbie Girl or something, but like
I would.
People are like, who the
after
fuck?
A day.
Oh yeah, you'd want to definitely hang yourself. So I would agree it would have to be something. I think it would be cool. The Kanye West, Jay-Z, Niggas in Paris. The dun dun.
What'd you say?
Dun dun.
Yeah, I love
Paris.
That. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so I think that'd be kind of cool when you walk through a door, just because a lot of people when they hear that like get you kind of fucking pumped up. So yeah, I don't think I would get sick and tired of that, but maybe just like that first like 15 seconds of it, just.
Yeah. And the question I would have is, can you change it? Because neither of us are healthy fellas, and we live risky lives. Like we said, we were just talking about.
According to this, it's if you had one song to play every time you walk through for the rest of your life, so you cannot change it. It's one specific song.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Like, what if you pick a song by like say you pick, I don't know, like say you pick Drake.
Yeah.
And then next year, Drake gets arrested for like banging kids or something.
Right.
And then you're like,
which isn't out of the realm of possibility.
It's happened to other artists.
Yeah.
And then everybody turns on Drake. They're like, you know what? We loved him. He's Canadian. He seemed like such a nice guy. He was giving out money in that last video.
Yeah.
And then he's banging kids. But you can't change it. So now for the rest of your life, everybody thinks you still love him because he bangs kids, and you're like, no, I can't. I did this thing, and now I can't change it.
Right.
Like I have to play his music. You're like, this music isn't welcome here.
Right.
You know, he bangs kids.
Yeah.
Like worse than that. Like he bangs kids.
Yeah.
And he's a Nazi. And
definitely.
Yeah. Like it's just like the worst. Like that could happen.
Yeah.
And then you're just stuck every time you go somewhere. It reminds everybody.
Yeah,
Of the monster Drake is.
I still stand by my choice though, and especially like if I walk in and then everybody they hear it and they turn around and they see that it's like a short fat white dude walking in. He's walking into this song. But I just think it gets people pumped up. So
it gets the people going.
Yeah.
It's provocative.
Yeah. Definitely.
I also like we were listening to it in the truck earlier, Encore with Linkin Park and Jay-Z. That's a solid intro on there too. Right. Everybody knows that song.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. So fucking fantastic, sir. Anything else you need?
No, that's a great question.
Okay. This one's kind of weird. It has like two of them, but I think it's the same question. I just think maybe they like had messed up the question or whatever. It's a would you rather, which I like.
Oh boy.
So, I think. Hold on one second here. I'll let you read. I just want to make sure. Maybe read the bottom one. It's the same thing. I just think it's more clarification in the bottom one.
Oh,
so,
Dan.
So it's a would you rather. You're supposed to read out loud.
Oh no!
No, I know. I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing, but the bottom one's longer. I'll read it.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather only be able to poop soaking wet?
Oh my god. Okay, so just stop right there. Poop soaking wet.
Sold.
Have you ever done that? Like where you've like got out of the shower and you just had to like shit right away?
Yeah.
It sucks. It is the absolute
or you're sweating.
worst. Or like you get out of like you're swimming and you have to go and like poop and you like sit down. Dude, it absolutely sucks.
Yeah, or you're sweating.
I can already tell you that one sucks right now.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather only be able to poop soaking wet immediately after a shower and not be able to get back in the shower? Or have to walk with your arms and legs in unison? For instance, when your right leg goes forward, your right arm goes with it and vice versa.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Would you rather only so you can only poop soaking wet immediately after a shower?
And you can't get back into the shower.
Or walk with your arms and legs in unison.
Oh my god. So one, like trying to wipe your ass sucks because like you know it's super wet and stuff like that. But we can do one of them. I gotta try the walking one right now. Okay. So it would just be like that. Dude, you gotta fucking. That is fucking horrible. That is. You look fucking ridiculous. Oh my. No, you're kind of breaking it up. It has to be completely in unison. That is, dude. You look ridiculous.
It's gonna throw off your gait. It's gonna throw off your momentum.
Yeah,
people are gonna look at you.
At least when you're shitting only after a shower, it's only you dealing with it.
Well, the question I have is, it says only poop after the shower, right? So do you have to every time you have to poop? Do you have to shower first, kind of thing? Is what I'm.
Would you rather only be able to poop soaking wet immediately after shower and not be able to get back in the shower?
So every time you poop,
you have to jump into the shower.
Jump in the shower and get soaking wet. Sometimes I poop quite a few times a day.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, I got to shit. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Like, why? Well, I got to shower.
Just think. What if you're at somebody else's house?
Yeah.
or you're like at a party. This is a great fucking would
That's
you
a
rather.
great question.
It's from Mitch Driscoll, so I think he works with Vito and Beeman.
Okay.
So that's a great question, Mitch. We're gonna work it. We're gonna work this out. So the way I see it. And the way I'm reading it, would you rather only be able to poop soaking wet immediately after a shower and not be able to get back in the shower? So, I mean, I agree with you because sometimes you get the shits and you got to go like multiple times a day.
Yeah.
So
and like you said, you're in different places.
Yeah.
You're at the quick shop. You got to take an e-poop.
What
do
if...
you do?
What... I don't know. Could we amend it? Like, so what if you can't, but you have to like... It's not necessarily you have to jump into the shower, but you have to like get your ass wet somehow. Like you just stick your ass in the sink.
Because that's all that matters. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's only the sitting part. So maybe if you just have to like I said, get your ass wet, like just completely wet it before you sit down.
Wet asses.
So, or if you don't want to go that route, it would only be like, hey, like then it would turn into like if you only. Every time you shower, at some point in the shower, you have to get out and shit.
See, I was thinking the other side of that. Like, can you cut your arms off? Or can you cut your legs off? And then you're fine.
Right.
You know, you're just in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Like, haha,
Right.
boo-boo.
Yeah.
You know, I beat this. You know, I don't have any legs, but...
So why would you... I love how you went so dark about cutting off. Just have somebody paralyze you.
Yeah.
Just so you...
Right.
Just from the waist down.
Just chop your arms off.
No, I'm not chopping my arms off.
Chop your legs off.
Yeah.
And then, boom, problem solved.
Yep. I don't think I could do the walking though.
No.
I'm
doing with the pooping. I'm 100% doing the pooping. We'll have to figure out ways around
the logistics.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how the logistics work, even if it is where you have to jump in the shower, but see, there are some people in real life that never shit anywhere else. Ever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe you just turn into that person. You just don't ever shit, regardless of where you're at. And then it is, you just have to jump into the shower,
like,
get wet, get out and poop.
Yeah, and I'm still in the Army.
Yeah.
So there's times, like, I'm going to the Minnesota woods for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be able to shower for, not the whole time. Obviously,
right.
We'll be able to they'll probably have tent showers or something that we could shower every few days.
Right.
If I don't have access to a shower for 3 days, 4 days, am I not allowed to poop? You know, can I bathe myself in baby wipes like I do to take field showers and then poop? If not,
it is a shower.
You get sick.
It is a shower.
It is a shower. Yeah, we're gonna need some clarification, but I'm going with the shower, soaking wet poops.
Yeah, no, agreed. I can't do that walk. That walk is absolutely atrocious. Yeah. You look fucking ridiculous, and I don't think you can like walk all day like that, even if you want. You know, if you tried.
It throws off your gait. It throws off your...
Yeah. Could you imagine if we were single and you walk up to somebody, like you try to hit on them across the bar and you just fucking walk over there and be like, sup, girl? And she watched you walk all the way over there?
Or the thing is, like, anytime like something like that comes up, you're going to look for shortcuts or whatever. Like, so it says walking, but what if you're what if you're running?
Right.
Are you allowed to run then? So because you don't have to walk. You can run. You could jog.
I'd be in real good shape then.
Everything you do, you're jogging or running.
Right.
Or,
that would almost be better.
Or crawling around. Yeah. You're just running. Or like jogging in place. Jogging through the grocery store. So, which is even more awkward than doing the walking.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I love that.
But you do have a good idea. Like, you have to swing your arms. What if you're in a position like you're in a store where you don't swing your arms because you're pushing the cart?
Right.
At that point, maybe you just get a little cart and push that around for the rest of your life, like a homeless person.
If your arms are crossed.
Maybe that's what homeless people with carts are. They chose that, and they're like, nope, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
I'm pushing this.
I think Mitch might be onto something here.
Yeah.
He might be looking at a bigger picture to try to get us to fix the homeless population.
So I bet that's exactly.
That's probably a little bit of a stretch, but, you know.
Fuck it. I see it.
New season, same bullshit.
Yeah.
Great fucking question, though.
Question.
I love that. Next question is from Ryan, and it says, we got this back in January. So it says, somewhat of a new listener. Love it. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
He's done now.
Yep.
Fuck you guys, man.
Okay, so he works with Charlie. Charlie's sending some stuff.
Okay.
Before, so shouts out to Ryan and Charlie. And it says they listen to it on their commute. They must ride together to work, I believe. And it says, "I hope Nasty doesn't care, but I may, but I may have stolen a fire truck in my lifetime. Now down to business." All right, I don't care. I actually want to hear the story. So the fact that you didn't attach this story to it, you need to fix yourself, Ryan.
Yeah. Fix it.
Okay. Oh shit. I feel like we maybe answered this question before, but it's the old mom-dad one where it says, you have an inch of your goods inside your mom. Your dad has an inch of you inside you, or an inch of him inside you. Do you move 3 inches forward or 3 inches back?
I've never heard this question. So
Oh, really?
No,
I thought maybe we talked. Maybe
I've never heard
it was just a separate conversation that I've had with somebody. So let me read it. It's a great question. Okay. So it says, you have an inch of your goods inside your mom. Your dad has an inch inside of you. Do you move 3 inches forwards or 3 inches backwards?
Oh my god, dude.
Cheers.
Yeah.
God, you would send this in, Ryan.
Jesus
Sick
Christ.
fuck. See, these are the degenerates we attract, and I like it.
I like it too. First off, I want to go with the fire truck question.
Yeah.
Or not the quote, I guess. So yeah, for people that don't know, fire trucks, ambulances, they do not have keys to lock. They do not have an ignition.
Should
key.
we be putting this out there to all these?
Yes,
folks?
it's public knowledge. Everybody should know this in case of an emergency.
Yeah, true. You
know, fire trucks parked behind you. You got to move it.
Yeah,
that's an emergency. They don't.
No.
So anybody could get in a fire.
It's like
truck.
military vehicles.
Yeah, military vehicles are the same. If they're not locked,
yeah,
and they're locked by a cable and a padlock. Mm-hmm. So any pair of bolt cutters are gonna get through hard case steel. You cut those. You just drive those right on off.
Yep.
But yeah, so you just jump in as long as you know how to start it. And more likely they already started. You press down on the air brakes, the yellow button. Press down on that. Unlock it. Move the chalk block, and then put it in drive.
On your way.
You go. You find the emergency light switch. Bang, and then you find the siren and you turn.
Yeah, and then people just move for you.
Yeah, and this is it's a truck. It's got a Q siren. Pedals on the floor. You press on that, and it starts whining, and then a little bit next to that is the air horn, and bang, you're fucking going.
Hell yeah.
People are pulling over for you. Fuck, do it.
So my guess is it's probably from a small town that he stole this from. Truck. Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, he and you could do it in the city. I mean, a lot of times.
Oh yeah, you could easily do it in the city, but he said back in his day, I'm guessing it was probably just like a volunteer department or something. Yeah. Maybe I could be completely wrong. You didn't attach a story. We need to know, Ryan. Let us know.
There's stories on my department where a homeless guy stole an ambulance, crashed it. A security guy at Creighton Hospital got in the squad to move it.
Yeah.
Fucking crashed into the helicopter pad. Almost.
Oh my god.
Went over the side.
Did you not know what the fuck he was doing, or?
No, he didn't. He was an old man.
Yeah.
I think what happened was another squad pulled a prank and turned their siren on. So then, as soon as the security guy got in, turned the key, the siren went off. He panicked, hit the gas, hit the pillar.
Oh my god.
That's and then. Then you hear stories about like Darby's Bar. I heard one where they went there for a call, and one of the drunk guys was a retired firefighter. He got in and fucking took off with the engine, fire engine, came back, and you get away.
That's
got to
be like some type of like a felony, right?
Nah, I doubt it. But back, if back in the day, I think you could get away with a lot more shit. It's like everybody's got a camera now,
right?
You can't get away with shit now, But it's happened, and it's happened. Like the homeless guy stole one of the squads and crashed that, and in a small town, it's more likely.
Right.
Again,
I just say that because we're from small town.
Okay.
Like if he works with Charlie, they work in like my home area, in that area. So that's what I assume. But like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know Ryan at all. So maybe he's from a big city, or maybe he was in a city partying when he was younger. So
yeah, cop cars. A lot of them have keys. They lock the car. They lock the ignition. I have moved cop cars when I was at work.
Okay.
And even then, I was nervous.
Were you asked to?
Yeah, my captain was like, "Hey, we had." It wasn't too long ago. We had a incident in the alley. I can't remember what it was.
The Dirty Mike and the boys.
Something with a gun or a knife. I can't remember what happened. It was like an assault. bunch of cop cars flooded in.
Mm-hmm.
My captain's like, hey, let's get out of here. Hey, move that cruiser. And I was like,
Say what?
I was like, dude, if I get shot, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Would be so angry.
But it still was cool, you know.
Yeah.
Drive a cop car.
How far did you move?
I just moved it out of the way of the fire truck.
Yeah.
The truck I'm on, and then we moved. But still, I was nervous.
Did you hear anything about it? Did the cops say anything or?
No, they don't fucking. We trump the cops like.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys like work together and stuff. So
Yeah, we're better than them. They know, like, we have a real job, and they just kind of block traffic and that kind of shit. I don't think. No, I think they don't give a shit. But I was still nervous.
Oh yeah,
been like,
of course.
the motherfucker had a gun, and they shot me and
planted a gun like in your
sprinkled crack on me.
Yeah, in your bunker pants.
But
why would he have a gun carrying it into a fire? It doesn't make any sense, but he did.
why is this front of his shirt sprinkled in crack? It doesn't even have a pipe of smoke.
But yeah, we definitely need to know the story. So
Yeah.
send it in and we'll let everybody know. So back to the question at hand.
Okay. Move. Yeah, forward or
You're
back.
3 inches in. Your dad's 3 inches in. Your dad's 3 inches into you. You move forward or back. I think it's probably easy to say you go forward because that's familiar for both of us.
Yeah.
Well, not humping your mom familiar, but like you know what I mean.
Exactly what you mean.
I think I just feel like I need to clarify that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think going forward is more familiar, probably less resistance than getting something inside my rectum.
But going backwards could be fun.
It could be fun. I don't know. I'm gonna go with going forward.
Yeah, I think that's what I do too.
It's
familiar territory.
Yeah.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out.
For the lack of a better quote.
Yeah. Ryan, you sick fuck. Keep sending those in.
Yep.
Keep sending them in.
Absolutely. Next question.
All right. Next question. This question's from Joey.
It's the first of 3 in a row from Joey.
Okay, good. All right, this question's from January 29th. All right, Joey asks, let's say you have a dash cam in your car and you're driving down the road.
Okay.
You see an accident happen right in front of you. Would you stop to be a witness or say fuck them and keep driving? That's a good question. You have a dash cam.
So you have the proof.
Yeah, you have a dash cam in your car and you're driving down the road. You see an accident happen right in front of you. Would you stop to be a witness or say fuck them and keep
My
driving?
guess is he's asking because I know he has one in his truck. And so I'm guessing this happened.
Yeah.
It's one of two things. It's either has happened and he just wants to and he just kept going and he wants to see if us fucks would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Or it hasn't happened and he just wants to know what he should maybe potentially do or what other people would do if it does happen.
Okay.
So because I know he specifically has one because we were talking about like how like pretty sweet like it is and 'cause I got in his truck and I saw it and we were talking about it. So I think you just keep going, man. I don't think you stop unless it's like something major. If there's like a body that flies out or something, you know. But I think personally, if it's just like a fender bender or stuff, I'm just gonna keep trucking. I ain't no snitch.
Yeah, no, you don't want to fucking snitch on anything.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like if it's something like super negligent, you stop because it's gonna take a long time. You know, to fucking. And then on top of that, I would stop if somebody's injured. I would stop if somebody was injured.
Right.
And I would try to help. Other than that, you keep on trucking. They'll figure that shit out themselves. There's cameras everywhere anyway. I'll tell a story real quick about the nanny cam deal. And I'm pretty sure I told it before, but I'll tell it again. So, years ago, went on a motorcycle crash. Motorcycle was driving, collided with a truck. We get there.
I don't remember the story at all.
Oh, okay. We get there. I don't go on a lot of car accidents now because I'm on a truck company.
Right.
And truck companies, we don't have water, so they don't send us on car accidents. The only car accidents we go to if people are pinned in, and those are pretty bad accidents. Obviously, somebody's pinned in the vehicle.
Right.
We'll cut them out of the vehicle, kind of thing. But your normal car crashes, we don't go to. People getting hit by cars, we don't go to. I've been on a lot of those when I was on engines, but no, on a truck, we don't go on cars. So sometimes the engines just We do the bubble system where you take the next med run, but yeah, the fucking engine goes out. If it's the shit weather, engine. We got a car accident on Highway 75 and I-80. Car accident. We're just sitting there like, call us if you need us. I don't mind working car accidents. I don't mind doing anything. Like, I like to work.
Yeah.
But that's just not something we do.
Right.
Like, if it's a real bad one, then we go. So, but back in the day, we get called to a motorcycle versus truck. Guys down. With any car accident, there's tons of people now.
Yeah.
People are taking pictures and watching, especially if it's somebody pinned in. You got a big crowd, so everybody's fucking watching you.
Everybody with their fucking phones out recording.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that, especially if it's somebody pinned, like we're working.
You can't divert your attention.
Yeah, once I'll notice them. I'll see people with cameras out. But
you ever just like give them the bird?
Oh yeah. Look at this dick, bitch.
Yeah.
I say shit like that.
Yeah.
And I flash my dick like real quick.
Yeah, you flash it out so then they can like email it to their friends and shit.
Yeah, I flash it real quick. Look at this dick, bitch. And they're like, oh, man. That was a
let
good
me
dick.
switch it to panoramic real quick.
That's a good dick.
Pretty dick.
He's got a pretty dick. Bitch is sucking with the lights on. I hear that.
Of course.
As I'm working tools, like trying to rescue a life. So we get to this accident, and this guy's fucked. I mean, he has a helmet on. The helmet's indented in.
Oh,
his
my
head's
God. Well, at least he
dented
was wearing a helmet. Thank God.
yeah. So he's banged up. A couple days later, I don't know if the guy lived or died.
Right.
Doesn't matter. A couple days later, the cops show up. Hey, the accident. You guys, the motorcycle accident from the other day. Somebody had a nanny cam.
Or a dash cam?
They call it a nanny cam.
Oh, okay.
This was probably 10 years ago.
Okay, yeah, that's...
And
because when you said nanny cam, I was like, this might get weird, because those are usually in a house.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's probably... Or it was maybe the brand of it or something, but either way.
They called it... This was 10 years ago. They called it like a nanny cam.
Okay.
And what it was, so they popped in, and they popped in a CD, like or CD-ROM or whatever. They popped in the computer. It was on a disc, a CD disc. And what we saw was... a young Asian lady. I don't know if I can say lady. I can't assume genders anymore. It was an Asian. I don't know if I can say Asian anymore.
No, it was a person.
There was a person driving a vehicle, and so the top of the screen was what the lady saw from her view.
Okay.
The bottom of the screen was what she saw at her rear view.
Okay.
And how this thing worked was it was always, and I guess shit's probably changed, but. How it was explained back then, because I was like, what the fuck is this? They said, well, some parents get it for kids' cars, insurance companies get it now, and now it's even more popular now.
Well, it's really big across seas.
Okay, because of insurance frauds.
Well, yeah, like I think like a lot of people in like Russia have it. Like, you ever seen those videos of where people are they're like coming up and the car stops and the people just like throw themselves onto the car.
I have seen that,
to try to get like insurance claims. So they have them a lot in countries. Like a lot of cars are probably coming with. I don't know if they are coming with them, but I would assume because you never know. Like, with people trying to scam shit and stuff like that.
Dude,
so.
I just assume there's fucking cameras everywhere all the time.
Yep.
So I flash my dick.
Yeah.
And yell, look at this dick, bitch, all the time. Just because it's like a turn on.
Right, of course.
People see my dick. But, so anyway, so you see this cam, and how it works is it's always on, but it only records when there's like a hard brake, evasive maneuver, crash, and it records 10 seconds before that happens and 10 seconds after. So we're watching this video, and this lady is driving, this Asian girl, I should say. She's driving down the street.
Is she singing?
Not right away. There's music playing.
Okay, maybe that. Okay.
There's music playing. You can hear it's audio and video. So you can hear music in the background. I don't. She's not singing, but she's like kind of talking.
Okay.
And you see this motorcycle behind her, and then it goes past her, and you can hear it. Like you hear the motorcycle, and it cuts in front of her, and then a few seconds right after that, this truck pulls out in front of it to do it does a left-hand turn, pulls right in front of the bike. The bike hits it.
Oh shit.
The guy flies up, hits the truck, and then she swerves, and she's like, oh shit, swerves around the truck, and then keeps going. I imagine she stops, but she gets out of the intersection.
Right.
So when she swerves to avoid the crash that already happened, it records 10. It shows 10 seconds before that and 10 seconds after that.
Okay.
So we actually I've never seen that before. We always respond to crashes or accidents or whatever after the fact. We've never like, oh, how did this happen? That was the only time I think I've ever seen it. So yeah, she's driving. The motorcycle's behind her. She's kind of
dude. That's crazy. Yeah.
You hear the bike. You see the bike. It passes her. Gets in front of her. And a couple seconds later, bang.
Boom.
And then she's like, "Oh shit!" Swerves around it. And so yeah, and then so what was interesting was the cop says, we got witness statements from because the dude was critical. He was unconscious, never regained consciousness. Like I said, and I joked about it, but I don't know if he lived or died.
Right.
He might have died, late. He didn't die that day.
Right.
We were a good crew, but he might have died later. But I joked about it. That's not in real life. I don't joke about shit like that. But
it was a good joke.
Yeah. But the cops were saying, we took witness statements from all these people. When we looked at the tape, we got a hold of the tape. They said a lot of the witness statements were false. A lot of people said they were at places that they weren't even at. Like they were on other sides of the street. Like their stories did not match up. And they knew exactly what happened. I can't remember if the bike, but it was all these people. Like everybody was full of shit.
Eyewitness testimonies are shit.
Yeah, they're like, shit.
Yeah, they're
That's
absolutely.
What he said.
Yeah, because what happens. I've read some on this and heard people talk about it where, like, sometimes if you see something like that, you don't know how to react or something, and then, like, your brain just starts filling in stuff for you.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure.
So,
yeah, your adrenaline dumps.
Yeah.
Your SNS nervous system kicks in. And then all of a sudden the cop's like, well, was their light green or not? And then maybe I think your brain just...
Yeah.
Maybe
of
fills
course
in the
it was
blanks.
green. Why would he be going if it wasn't?
Yeah, it fills in the blanks, and maybe you see stuff you didn't see, or maybe there's weird people out there that just want to talk.
Yeah.
Or I saw everything.
Yeah.
Well, where were you at? I was right here.
Yeah, they want to be that. They want to be the hero.
Yeah, according to the tape, you weren't even there.
Right.
So I don't know. That was interesting to me, and it kind of went with the story, so I shared it. Yeah, dude, I don't unless it's a serious thing, you're providing help, or it's like something super negligent. You don't want these people to get fucked. You stop, but yeah, you don't got time for that shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hell no.
So yeah, to get back to it, I just keep going.
Joe, you sick fuck.
It's a great question though.
Yeah. I just gotta fill my drink real quick.
Okay, we can pause it because I want to get like some water and stuff. So we'll be right back here in a second for Joey's second question or third question overall, whatever. And we're back. So why is that so funny?
Oh my god, dude!
What?
That was great, man. Like
they're just like, yeah,
cheesy radio.
Oh yeah. We're back. Thanks for checking out Z103.
I wish I had like the keyboard where you could do like the horns. Or bells or something.
Yeah, it's a little too fancy. All right, next question again from Joey. It says, the world is ending. You have 3 to 5 minutes to listen to a song as you watch the world, and what song do you go with? Mine would be Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. I also like how he provides his answer because we always ask. So I do like that.
Yeah, shouts out, man.
I think like the first thing that pops into your mind is It's the End of the World by R.E.M. Like the end of the world as we know it. Like,
God damn, man.
Yeah, like that's the very first thing. So I think that's instantly what I go with. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm sure the world's ending. Hopefully the cell phone signal's out there so you can like YouTube it really quick. Cause I don't even have it on my phone, but I might just have to go out and buy it, see if it's on iTunes, buy it just so I have it just for when Yellowstone blows. Yeah. Which this is like the third podcast in a row I've mentioned Yellowstone blowing. I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, about blowing. So, that's another thing I like to think about when I'm super faded in the simulation when Bruce is running.
Yeah.
So
how's this all gonna end?
Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, is that what you go with too?
No, my question right off the bat. My question is, the world is ending. why are you just watching and listening to music? Like, why?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't make sense to make a phone call because everybody's gonna die. So I mean, you could make a phone call and be like, "Hey, listen, I'm sorry for this," or "Hey, I love you, but you're all gonna be dead." And let's be real, like,
Right.
there's no heaven.
Right.
It's all done. We're done from here. So it doesn't make sense to that. But you could still, crank one off or something like that. So maybe.
I think we've maybe brought this up before, but the guy that was, what's the place that was just covered in ash from the big volcano, where all the people were like cemented in the ash? It starts with is it Pamplona? Is that, yeah. Well, they found that
Pompeii.
one, or Pompeii. That's what it was. I knew that Pamplona.
Oh,
was
it's close enough, dude.
Yeah.
I drew a blank.
Yeah.
We've been drinking.
Yeah.
But once you said that, you were on it.
Yeah, but they had caught him and he had his dick in his hand.
Oh,
so I'm like, that's the way to go, man.
And there's nothing that says you can't crank. Well, you're gonna crank, but I mean, there's nothing that says you can't listen to REM or Ring of Fire while you're cranking, while you're watching.
No.
Everything burn around you. You just hope, you hope that you could shoot that load
right
before it all goes down.
It's like a race. It's literally a race to the end of time.
Yeah.
It's like probably the most important race ever.
Yeah.
So, but
man, that's yeah, man. And it could be coming, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows,
So, so like if you're seeing the world come to an end, it's just like, as you're YouTubing REM Into the World, you put your hand in a vat of Vaseline. Because if you're ever going to jerk off with Vaseline, that is the time to do it, because you don't have cleanup.
Right,
you don't have to worry about cleanup.
Yeah.
Even though we know from shouts out Tarzan, it doesn't work well, but if at any point, maybe if you're stuck in a Vaseline factory for whatever reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what song. I'm trying to think what song I would play. It would be something I like right now.
Right.
It doesn't have to set the mood for me.
Yeah.
It would just be something.
I'm still gonna stick with my art because it popped into my head right away. Like it's got to be for some reason why it did.
Both of those answers are so solid. I'm not gonna be able to compete with those. I just have to, play something that I like. Right now, the last song we heard before your podcast is "Hell Yeah, Fucking Right"
by Drake
and Lil Wayne. So that's gonna be my answer.
Yeah, dude, that's good,
hell
man.
Yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Fucking right. All
right.
I'll say hell yeah. While I'm cranking, savagely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, like, as you climax, like, Cam looks at you at that point, or maybe like you can't climax, like in my head, like you can't climax. You're just like, what the hell? And then she looks at you. She's like, oh, you can't go in 3 seconds now.
I'll be like, oh, and as I'm dying, like, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, not again.
Not again.
That's a fantastic question, though. That is. I would hope if something ever were to happen like that, I just don't have any warning. Like, I think Bill Burr said that in his bit. He's like, if we're going to get nuked, I hope the nuke hits my house. I just want to be like, you and I are sitting here doing this podcast, and next thing I know, we're not.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's the way to go 100%. Yeah. You don't want to...
Like, you might hear a whistle, like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've talked to JPEGs if there's ever some shit. I was like, what if... Cause I just like to ask her these questions because I know it like makes her uncomfortable, because I know she has never thought about these questions. Okay. Like, her brain, like, we're so opposite when it comes to stuff. Like, I sit around and I think about this shit mainly because I'm super faded.
Yeah.
And I just like want to know. Like, I want to know if something happens. I at least have thought about it to where, like... Because when something shit like that happens, you're just reacting.
Yeah.
When, like, I've thought about being, like, what I would do if I was ever held at gunpoint. Okay. Because, like, at that point, you don't know what you're going to do. And I don't want to, like, freak out and cause something. Like, I think, like, maybe if it's already in your mind somewhere, your brain just finds it. Like, oh, this is what he said he would do. And then your body just follows that. Oh, yeah. Like, if that makes sense. So,
it does.
So I think about shit like this all the time. So I had asked her, if there was something like this, and, we couldn't live, or it was, we were just on like the outside of like a nuclear blast or something. Do we try to get away, or what do we do?
Yeah.
And I was like, what if we have to like, kill ourselves? And she's like, you have to promise me that you kill me first, then you could kill Grace, and then you could kill yourself. So she's like, I could do that. Like, I obviously would suck, and but again, I know that sounds really morbid, but when you're sitting there super faded, you just like you just think of stuff, thinking about that answer, and I would do that for her because she wouldn't be able to handle something like that. So as I think most people would do that for their spouse if asked. So hell yeah, I'll shoot you, no problem. Just shot her right in the leg right then and there. She's like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, I thought we were practicing.
Oh, this is practice. Yeah, dude. You what? I wonder about that too, like the end of times or nuclear fallout. And, yeah, like you definitely want to be in the blast area. You don't want to be in the fallout area, and you don't want to, like, because fuck, we're hours away from potential, if shit goes down, nuclear blast or a horrific natural disaster where it knocks out the grid and internet, and then people start running out of food, people start running out of water, and it's a straight 100% panic situation. Rules are off. Everybody's in there for themselves. It's The Walking Dead in real life. Like it's survival, And
see, that's like I was again talking to JPEGs, and so there's a lot of people who like they are either like annoyed or they think The Walking Dead it's just they're done with it or whatever, they stop. There's a lot of people who don't watch Fear the Walking Dead, and like we watch it. Like I like it.
Okay.
I do enjoy it, but I think it's not so much the show as like just that type of a world in real life.
Okay.
Like I look at it as like, would people really do this? You know what I mean? And so that's why I enjoy it so much. Like, and like I talked about Game of Thrones. We were talking about Game of Thrones earlier. I can't remember if it was on the podcast or off the podcast, but and we like it's hard to imagine that because there's no dinosaurs in real life that are alive right now or that that we could see, and so like it's hard to relate. But something like, and I'm not saying like the zombie apocalypse is a thing, but a world like that, something I could see happen. And so it's just I just like the idea of that, of people going literally where it's back, not to the Stone Age, but there's nothing like. There's no grid, there's no cell phones, you have to rely on hunting, you have to rely on stuff, and then the people who fucking turn, because there will be assholes like that 100%, you know what I mean? And so it's just fun to like just see what that type of world is, and that's why I enjoy those type of shows. And it could
happen, and for some people in different countries, like that is survival.
Oh,
like
100%.
They're in the suck. They don't have food. They don't have water. They're doing what?
And then at that point, if something does happen, the best people off in the world are those tribes in the Amazon that have been living that way for thousands and millions of years, or however long people have been around, and they don't know anything different. So
like the internet is down. The fuck's the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have fucking a refrigerator anymore?
Yeah.
Pussy?
Yeah. President Trump's tweeting again? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, who's that fuck?
I think people's natures, people are already, there's a lot of crazy people out there. In a panic situation where there's no rules, it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to.
I'm telling you right now, I couldn't survive in a world like that. I could survive in a world if I can get somewhere with my closest friends and family and survive, but I couldn't be the type of, I mean, I guess you never know, but I would just want to trust everybody and try to help as many people as possible.
Yeah.
I couldn't be those type just go in and just fucking slaughter people. Like, there's no way. I don't like to just fucking get into arguments with people in real life now, let alone,
I think me and you are both like that, like where we want to help people, and in a situation like that, you would do whatever you did to survive, and I would still try to help people.
Yeah.
But I would still like, I don't have a problem with like slitting people's throats,
right?
And especially like bad people or leaving people behind that just aren't going to make it,
right? Maybe
you have to put them down so they don't like starve to death. But yeah, we would all have to do what we have to do, and it's whatever,
Yeah, at some point, survivors just got to take over, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it.
Great question again. I didn't look at. I think these questions all come in, but this is just a straight up one-liner question.
All right, this one's from Joey. This one's from February 3rd. Would you ever use glory holes? That's a great question.
Does this give a time at what time he sent it?
That's an even better question.
View details. Yes, it does. It was at 6:54 p.m. I was hoping it was like at 3 a.m. where he was watching like a porn with glory holes, and he thought of us to send in this question, which it is Joey, so he probably could be doing that thing at 6:54 because I know he doesn't work that late.
Okay.
So yeah, it definitely could be. He did. You notice he didn't give his answer with this one.
No, he didn't. That's suspicious.
Yeah.
This is after. The last one was like February 23rd or something, or January 23rd or something like that. So it's what, February 3rd?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, dude. Why are you keeping us on the fence with this?
Yeah.
The right off the bat, like the first thing I thought about was, are you familiar with the band Steel Panther?
Yes. I know him. Actually, you're the one who told me about him.
Steel Panther's
We've watched
great.
a ton of their.
Yeah.
What's the one video that has like so many celebrities in it? Where they're partying.
Party like the end of the world.
Yeah.
Which ties in great with the last question.
Yep.
Steel Panther is a band that's relevant now. They're still making music, but they look and sound like they're a 80s hair band.
Yes.
Their songs are ridiculous. They talk a lot about sex, drugs,
partying.
It's a lot of comedy humor, but it's great. They got a song called
They're-
Asian Hooker. It's
They're
great.
fantastic.
I want to see them in concert. They're so good. If you haven't heard of them, they're Steel Panther.
The thing is, they're really
good.
They're good. I mean,
They're
they
good.
sound fantastic.
Yeah, they sound great.
Yeah.
And they're funny.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, check out Steel Panther. They have a song and a video called Glory Holes. And it's so fucking good.
That's
It's in my
right.
workout playlist. The video was fucking gold. They have a lot of porn stars in their videos. They show a lot of titties in their videos. The Glory Hole song is good. It's a great song, great video. I immediately think of that.
Yeah.
When I think of Glory Holes, it's funny because Glory Holes is something that gets brought up often. Like
Yeah.
we talk about the firehouse, we talk about it at the army, we
Yeah.
talk about it on the podcast. I've never seen a Glory Hole.
I thought maybe I saw one the other day. It was
Yeah.
kind of a joke. I was back like for my niece's t-ball game, and I go to the bathroom at the park,
Yeah.
and I was standing at the urinal, and they had like this little hole, and you could see through it, and you could see like a hose. So I think it just went into like the closet. But I took a snap and I sent it to like Chubbs, Mikey,
Okay.
Vito, Spencer, like all of those fucks, and I just said glory hole with a question mark. So that's the only one, but I have not seen a legit real glory hole in real life. No,
Dude, and I've been in a lot of shady places, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in red light districts in France and Germany and Korea and Budapest. Not that I'm looking for glory holes, but
right?
if I saw one, I would notice that.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? You would notice that. I've just never seen one. And I would never, unless I knew for sure who was on the other side of it, I would never use a glory hole, but it's fun. It gets brought up a lot.
Yeah.
We talk about glory holes as jokes and punchlines, but I would think there'd be more of them around.
Yeah,
you know?
there's no way I could just see if I know it's a real glory hole, not knowing what's on the other side, and just stick my dick in it. There's no way.
No.
There's no way. I would have to at least see who was on the other
Right,
side.
they got those porn videos.
Yeah. Oh
Where,
yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
chick,
They do.
And then it turns into a dude or whatever.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
it's not that it matters. I mean, a
Right.
mouth is a mouth, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
you know?
but like if it was like I said, like I knew the person or it was like a weird kinky thing, could I
Yeah.
do it? Yeah, easily. Like if it was something JPEGs was into or so, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. I think that's a yes, but just a random glory hole in a random place.
Yeah.
Like without knowing what's on the other side, no.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I don't even think I would stick my finger in it.
No,
You
no,
know?
no way.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no way.
So
Not the index either.
No,
Maybe
absolutely.
maybe a pinky.
Maybe at the slightest, and it would
Yeah.
just be like to the first knuckle.
Yeah, and then of course it's gonna be like a rabies dog in there, and then you lose your pinky, and then you're like, well, you know, at least it wasn't my dick.
Could have been my dick. Definitely.
Yeah, no, there should be more glory holes. It should be like standard.
Yeah.
You know?
At every pump and pantry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because then you get your Cinnabons, and then you're like, oh, you know,
Get gas, hit the glory hole.
all right, hit the glory hole. Yeah, that. Oh my God, the song. If you haven't, pause this. If you're listening, pause it. You'll have to sign if you're one of those fucks that aren't signed into YouTube.
Because it's age gated.
It's age gated for sure. Because there's breasts and a lot of semen. You know what's funny? A couple podcasts ago, what episode is this? 46, 44. We brought up semen at least 10, over 10.
Yeah.
The last episode 45. I don't think we talked semen once.
I think maybe at least. I thought maybe I mentioned it because I thought maybe I made it subconscious because I know we talked about it like 2 weeks ago so much that I thought maybe I said semen at least once.
Fuck you. I
Maybe.
hope so.
Oh, fact check us. Let us know.
Let us know.
Definitely hit us up. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Nasty and Friends.
Yeah, you know where we're at. Look at this dick, bitch.
But so yeah, and you're right. It is suspicious that he didn't answer.
Yeah.
He didn't. Do you think maybe he has and he just didn't want to admit it, or? Which again, honestly, if you're not hurting anybody or nobody's getting hurt, I don't care what your sexual kink is.
Oh no.
Like at all.
No,
like
no.
I've been and I haven't done it, but I would. I've been on this furry thing for a while.
Shit.
Like,
let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah, so I always I had this thing, the Ballhawks, they do this thing where they do this furry thing, not at all, but they did this thing last year to where they had like a Friendsgiving, so it was like their closest friends and everybody went to their house, brought presents, can't remember if kids were there or not, but I think so. But yeah, and it was just awesome just to sit there and, to see everybody, and it's between like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it's just a good time. I think they're going to try to do it every year, and it's just a fucking blast. And so I went around, and I don't remember how I got on this furry thing. I think I just always just find it fascinating, you know what I mean? Like, just people's weird kinks. Like, whether I'm into it or not, I just like what makes people tick.
Okay.
This is like why I like to why people like the music that they like.
Okay.
Like I was just telling you today, like I love rap music, and one of my favorite things before we podcast is just bumping rap music, and you're one of the few people that I can hang out with and listen to strictly rap music, and nobody wants to change it to something else or something, and I love that. So that's one of the things I look forward to, and that's why that one podcast, I don't remember what episode it was, like we didn't do it, and it's like the podcast was off a little bit and shit, and so it's one of my favorite things, a part of the ritual that we do here, and so. And it's just, usually a lot of people don't talk about their sexual kinks to each other and stuff. And so just as a joke, I was I just love making people pick what their furry animal would be. Okay. And if people don't know what furries are, and I don't know what all specifically goes into detail, but I do know they dress up like animals. But I think there's more than it's just a sexual thing. Okay. They have, there are furry conventions. But I can't, there's a place where I think there is a lot of it is where it's a big orgy where people just end up having sex with each other, but you're doing it while you're in the costumes. The costumes are made with flaps and certain stuff, in the appropriate areas. But I think again, there's little probably I can't think of the word, but there's playtime to where people have bowls of food out and they act like they're eating and stuff, and so I just find that super interesting, and so everybody's always that's so fucking weird, I would never do that, come on, you can't admit to yourself you're not at least a little bit interested in it. I don't know. I find that at least hard to believe. Yeah. So I'm what's your fur animal? Get everybody's. And I would always pick a fox. I don't, for whatever reason, I just would dress up as a fox. And there's one time where I did research. The fucking costumes are expensive as shit, man. Shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would have to be because, knowing me, if I'm in a fucking suit, I'm sweating my fucking ass off. Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
So it would have to be something kind of pricey to make it.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm fucking, dude.
Right. Yeah. And there's probably...
You're fucking somebody else in a fur costume.
Yeah. And there's probably different levels of it to where, I'm sure they make some, how they have, every Halloween, you can go as a slutty nurse. There's probably, a slutty fox one. That wouldn't be, the full, get-up thing. But I think, the real legit people, they're head to toe. And I had it between either a deer and a fox. And I think a deer, since I'm a male, I would have to be a buck. And I just think, with the I would want like a big rack, but I think that would just be like weird trying to walk in to get into doorways and stuff. I've done a lot of thinking about this.
Yeah.
And so I think I don't know, just something about like a fox as a furry just cracks me up. Just like the big bushy tail or something like that.
Everybody likes foxes too.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And so
that's a great answer.
Yeah.
I've only been thinking about it for a few minutes. And
people send us in your what you would be as a furry. Okay. But yeah, listen to people. One of my favorite one was somebody said they'd go as a sea cucumber. Which I thought was like, a good answer. Yeah. I'm trying. This was, like I said, it was a while ago, and I don't remember people. But I did literally everybody at the party gave me an answer. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really have to fight that hard for it. Huh. But so it was great that people, even people who are like really shy that don't even really like aren't around like a ton. They're like, yeah. So I still think that it's there. So but I think I would definitely like just to see like what it's about. Like I would definitely do something like that for sure, I think. Oh. What about you? Is that something that you have any not interested in doing, but does it like that type of thing like that's weird like that?
Yeah, anything like weird or obscure is for sure interesting.
Yeah.
And I would watch a documentary about it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Stuff like that. Like mine would be something like a fox or a tiger or something like that. Something without like a lot of you can't have antlers or anything like that.
Right.
I don't know. I would pick something like a fox or because it's got to be furry.
Right.
I would say like a horse or something, but that's not. I think it probably has to have.
Are you saying you got a horse cock?
No, I'm not saying that. I don't know. I would probably say a tiger.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
But yeah, no, that's super interesting, and I have heard about that on podcasts and heard about that online and shit like that, and it's definitely weird. I don't know. I don't know how you would. I don't know how or why. I think anytime you get into any kind of like sexual stuff like that, I would think it would be because you don't want to show your face.
Yeah, see, that's I would agree with that. Yeah, and I'm sure there's not like a lot of hot people beautiful people who are doing it.
Absolutely not. Like you're not like
that makes sense.
Yeah, George Clooney's not like, all right, let me cover my whole body, just expose. That's the same. This is the glory hole. Like they only need to see my dick. Like maybe you're horribly burned, or you just have bad skin or confidence. But you're like, you know what? I'm down to fuck, but let's not show my body or face at all.
Right.
Like, it's just kind of weird, or I don't want to see your body or your face either. Yeah, it's absolutely interesting, absolutely, because it's where's your mind at, and then you go into, like you said, money. Like, you're spending big money on this.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure it's way more than that. I'm sure it's not just like body shame or I'm sure it's a whole like sexual thing about animals maybe or I don't know. That's why I love that question. I love going to that. Yeah, it's absolutely interesting.
And so like for people out there who are like, no, that's weird. I would never do anything like that. I want you to think.
Try it.
I know.
For 1 weekend.
Well, I just want you to think of whether you're into male or female. I want you to think of the hottest person you can think of. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a celebrity, it's somebody that you know, maybe it's your spouse or whoever. The hottest person that you know, and if they came up to you and asked you to do this, would you be willing to? So say if, like if you're a female and you absolutely love Ryan Reynolds, he's like in your top. You know how everybody always has those top 5 celebrities if we met in real life. Yeah. If he came up to you, he's like, hey, I want to like dress up in these animal costumes and go at it. You're telling me you wouldn't because of the animal costume? Now, granted, I know you know what I mean? So like, it's not that fucking weird.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't think, I think if you're with your partner, it doesn't have to be your spouse, whatever. If you're with your partner, I think you dress up whatever the fuck you want to do. You role play. You do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? And even if you're in public, I think you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird if your partner is like, hey, let's put these costumes on and just fuck like animals. Right. I think that's That's not weird to me.
Right.
If you're like, all right, I'm gonna go to this party dressed as an animal, and I'm just gonna fuck the zebra person,
Right.
and we're gonna act like we're eating, like, and then you don't know who is in that costume.
Right.
That's weird. That's weird to me. But if that's what you want to do,
Yeah,
and
it's all consent.
Yeah, you can still be safe about it, and then I mean, you could do that. I'm not saying it's fucked up or whatever. That's fuck you. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, we're in America, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I just think it's funny because like I've brought this conversation up like
Yeah.
a lot,
Okay.
like to people, and they're just like, no, I would never do that. That's weird. And then I'm always just like, just think of the hottest person that you would have sex with, and if they came up to you and asked you to do something, you're telling me no, that's too weird. I'm calling bullshit on you right now.
Yeah, no. Like I said, in a bedroom, I'm talking about my comfort level.
Right.
In a bedroom, I'll whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. But there's people. I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking about the people that are like, oh shit, the big furry convention is going on in Kansas City. I got my bus ticket. I got my suitcase full of.
Yeah, because you know they're not driving or taking an
yeah.
airplane. It's a bus, 100% of the time.
I don't know yet, you know, if I'm wearing the zebra or
people who have multiple choices.
Yeah. You know, like Kansas City's a big one, you know.
Yeah.
So I
can't go as the anteater. That's at the dry cleaners.
Yeah. I'll go with the squirrel outfit because that's what gets the people going.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
like those people, and you know what? If that's what they do, as long as they're safe about it, that's fucking good. You know.
Yeah.
It's cosplay. But it's sex, but with sex in it. Sex makes everything better. And I'm sure there's drugs involved and alcohol involved.
Even better.
Yeah, that makes it good, dude. So.
Dude, that's great. Have you ever, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but have you ever been in a relationship with somebody that had some like really, really weird kink thing? Or maybe hooked up randomly with somebody who had a really, really kinky thing?
Yeah.
Are you willing to share what the kinky thing was? You don't even have to say who it is if you want to keep Cam's name out of your mouth. Perfectly fine. Again, if you don't want to, just say nah, man. You don't have to. I'm trying to think, and nothing that was like. I mean, I've done weird stuff. I think I've said on the podcast I've had sex while I was driving.
Yeah.
Before, like super slow on like a country road.
Yeah.
I don't think that's not like a kink though.
Yeah.
You know, that's not like something like that really gets me on. But I've never. Been with anybody that had like a real weird kink like that.
Yeah, no, I guess I've never been with anybody that's like not like the furry thing.
Right.
So yeah, no.
The one that I find super weird is the baby thing. Like
I've heard about that too. Yeah.
Yeah. When people dress up like babies and act like babies and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I have a baby at home and he drives me up a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like 10 hours out of 11 hours of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's all part of the dominant or submissive thing, I think. But that's like a whole nother level.
But I mean, I can see the dominatrix thing just as like a human to human, but not like as I'm gonna dress up like a baby.
That's super extreme.
Yeah, right. That's the very extreme thing. Yeah. Like I could go to a dominant. Could you go to a dominatrix right now? Like if somebody is like,
no,
you wouldn't be. I could do it. I think it would be entertaining to me.
It would for me. It would be. It would for sure be entertaining. But I don't know if I would get turned on by it. Right. I don't like authority.
Yeah, that's very true. You know, you hate authority, so that makes sense.
I've been in the Army for a long time,
and you're not like an asshole, so I don't think you could be like a real dominant person to somebody either.
No, I couldn't either. You know. Yeah, no, I wouldn't like. I would think it was funny to a certain point, and then I would be like, you know what, like. I've been in the Army, like you get treated like shit. Like you get yelled at, you get screamed at, you get fucking. Hey, guess what? You just fucking missed dinner, you know. And it's like you fucked up, you missed dinner. Do push-ups when you're active duty infantry. I don't like authority like that. Let me roll that back a little bit. If it's a smoking hot chick, I can, you know what I mean? And the leather shit, as long as she's not whipping me, I could go along with it. You know, maybe just
like to a degree.
You know, depending on what it is. I don't.
I mean, maybe she was like dressed up in like high heels and was like,
of course,
do me like this.
Yeah, they're in a
for
sure tight latex leather outfit and with high heels and slutty makeup and But at the same time, like, it depends on what they're saying, what they're doing. Like, I'm not going to be degraded.
Right.
You know, unless, I don't know. I would give it a shot, you know, but at some point, like, I don't know. I don't like authority.
Right. That's like the perfect. And as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, duh.
Yeah.
That's an obvious question.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, bitch. You know, how about you make me a fucking sandwich? I'm gonna turn on YouTube. We got Lil Wayne videos. Yeah, you get on the ground. You get on your fucking knees.
Yeah, rub my feet.
Yeah. Let me show you this dick, bitch. And I just flash her, like, real quick.
Yeah, I just run away.
And then I leave. I put my costume on.
Walk away with your left.
Yeah.
With your left leg and your left arm at the same time.
Yeah, and I've tried to do the other role, you know, and to a certain extent. Like I could be assertive, but I'm not super aggressive.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've done my best. I try to do well, but like, yeah, you know, like as far as choking or some things, I don't know. It just depends on the mood.
The mood,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, as far as like being full on, like, yeah, I don't know. Role playing is good. That kind of shit is good. I would probably do better being dominant than being submissive.
What if Cam came to you and she wanted you to be a police officer?
Oh,
you just pack up your shit and just move out?
No, I would. Yeah, I would just shoot her.
Like like real life cop? You're black? Boom!
And she was reaching in her fucking waistband. I was scared for my life.
Is that crack sprinkled on her?
And she was smoking crack heavily. She got crack sprinkled all over her.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, like Cam could be like maybe not the baby thing, but no,
yeah, that's,
like I'm down. No, I'm down for whatever. You know, I'm a giver.
Yeah, that's super weird.
So yeah,
I like it. I like it.
She's like, you put on a squirrel costume all day.
Hell yeah. Just great question, Joey. Again, you didn't answer, so
let us know.
Ties back to glory holes. Of course, a sex question would send us off on a tangent for a while. This one is from Vito, sent on February 6th as well. And it says, would you rather have to lose both thumbs and pinkies or both big toes and little toes? So the outer two phalanges from your hand or the outer two phalanges from your feet, and why? It says, I can't come to a logical conclusion, so I need help of the experts. Too many faults for both. Thanks in advance. Hand fist. So that's a great question. So would you rather lose both pinkies and thumbs or both big toes and little toes? God damn, that's hard because I was going to say like instant... Fuck, that's a really tough question. Because you want to say, let's talk it out.
Okay.
Like we
okay.
Like we
okay.
would. All right. So obviously your balance is fucked. You probably can't run without your big toe and pinky toe. You're just those three middle toes. So walking and running, you're fucked. Do you think maybe you could learn how to walk? I think if you could learn how to walk, and be somewhat balanced, are we assuming you can't get anything to help out if they're lost? Like you can't get mechanical fingers or toes.
That. Yeah, I'm assuming that.
You have to live. Okay, that's how I'm assuming. So depending on if you can learn how to walk and have somewhat of a balance, toes 100%.
100%.
Because I would rather lose a leg than an arm because prosthetic legs are 10 times better than a prosthetic hands are.
Oh yeah.
As of right now. And so for sure, but I don't know if you necessarily could without your big toe and your pinky toe. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be able to find a shoe. Because obviously, I mean, I know you said we're not using anything, but you mean if you could find a good shoe that would help you that way, that's the way that I would go. If you can't, I still just might invest in like one of those rascal things, like, you know, that you see like handicapped people have, like that can't like, or an automatic like wheelchair or something maybe. But I don't think I can lose my pinky and my thumbs.
Fuck no, dude.
At all.
You know, it's funny. We had a conversation about this the other night at volleyball.
Yeah.
So one of the ladies on our team, Liz and Daniel, they play on our team. They're good. They subbed for another team the night before we played, and Liz jammed both of her thumbs.
Oh my!
The night before, and she's like, "Oh my God, this sucks." Like, I realize how much you use your thumbs for.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, "Yeah, no shit. Like that's what separates us from animals and dogs and monkeys and all that shit. The ability to grab.
Yeah.
Like you can't even fucking text right without thumbs. You know what I mean? Like to be able to grab things, your hands are everything. With your feet, and then with your pinky, that's your grip. And I found that out when I broke my hand a while back.
Yeah.
That's your grip strength is in your pinky.
Yeah.
And then your thumb is what wraps and grabs things. With your feet, yeah, it's the same way. Like that's your balance. That's the two big ones. I think your outside and then your big toe. But I think there's got to be a way you could learn to walk without your toes. Your balance isn't going to be as good. You're definitely not going to be able to jump and do certain things.
Yeah.
But you can manage, I think, a lot better without. If you don't have your thumbs, fuck, you're just a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
You know? If you're not a smart guy, and you use your hands for everything,
right?
You're like, babe, hey, grab me this out of the fridge. Babe, will you turn the TV to like you can't work.
Right.
You can't do anything physical. You know, like a dumb fuck with no thumbs is here.
Yeah. Give me 3.
All he can do is tell us what to do. He can't work.
Yeah.
He can't even pick stuff up for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I think you go. I think you go with the feet, man. Like
all
I said,
day.
I mean, it's definitely going to be inconvenience and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you know, in the end, I mean, your job would be fucked either way.
Oh yeah.
Like but like if you could figure out a way to manage and stuff, like you could still technically do your job.
Yeah, you can still walk. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, your big toe is for balance, but you're not grabbing shit with. You're not texting with it. You know? Like fuck, your 2 thumbs is you got your phone. You're fucking.
Yeah.
Without your 2 thumbs.
You can never hitchhike again.
You know how slow it is to text with your index finger? It'll take all day.
Yeah. I mean, they got the speech to text and shit now, but that's never that great anyway, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I said, you're just like your grip strength. You'd probably it would really suck to try to jerk off after that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, feet all day. You lose those.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, just take it off at the ankle if you have to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I would 100%
That's a great question.
It's a fantastic question.
Yeah,
Because at first you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, I would go with my thumbs. You're like, no.
No.
They're not going to No. So, that's insane. There's a guy.
You couldn't even, like, write. You would have to write. Well, you could. I'm not saying you could do anything. You could your body will figure out how to do anything. You'd have to write with your index finger and your middle finger and relearn how to write. Not that everybody writes all the time. Yeah, there's a way around it.
Yeah.
You could just text to speak or, but I think you have to have your thumbs.
So on the opposite end of that, there's a guy, his name's Jordan, and he's on The Challenge. MTV's The Challenge.
Okay.
And he was born with a birth defect, and I think it's his right hand.
Yeah.
And he has I think it's just his thumb and his pinky.
Okay.
So, which I think is probably still way better than not having them. I'd rather go go that way. And he still does, like, he's won a challenge before. Okay. Spoiler alert, if people are catching up over the fucking
son of a
season.
bitch.
But I mean, he does everything. I mean, sometimes he still has to, like, tape it up, but they don't ever, like, adjust anything for him, and he gets, but again, he was born with it that way, so he's been doing his whole life. But yeah, I mean, I think in that case, you could get a lot more shit done, that way than, which is funny. When people ask, I'll just tell them, like, it was bit off by, like, a shark or something. But I just think it's that he just deals with it, and that's like literally the exact opposite of.
Never tell you there's a guy I know who lost his leg. There's this guy
that lost the leg.
Yeah, this guy, that's it. All right, next question. There's this guy Clayton, and he was on the department I was on before I'm on the department now. and they were working a fire. And it got bad, got out of hand. He was on the ladder.
Oh shit!
It was actually this was a long time ago. It was 10 years ago, something like that, 8 years ago. I believe it was a quint. Now a quint is like the combination of an engine and a truck. Mm-hmm. So they have the ladder functions, truck functions, but also has a pump so you can operate. Smaller departments do that so that you can cut down on manpower.
Yeah.
So I want to say, and I don't know exactly what happened, but there was one person around the pump, I think, and the ladder. They had to withdraw. They started retracting this 100-foot ladder. 2 guys got injured. One guy lost his toes. Another guy's leg, Clayton's leg, got caught in the ladder.
Oh my god.
Snapped. Fucked up. So he was injured. Horrible deal. He's got a bunch of kids. They did a bunch of surgeries, and then he just was miserable. He couldn't work for the fire department anymore. He couldn't even play with his kids. It was just pain on pain. Like his ladder truck, the hydraulics, like it crushed his legs in multiple places, or his leg in multiple places. So I think it was just kind of like a stump. But he couldn't walk, he couldn't run, he couldn't do anything. So he campaigned to the doctor like, "Listen, we've done all these surgeries. Like I'm fucked. I can't do anything." He's
Just take it.
That's what he said. Yeah. He said, "Cut it off." They cut his leg off, gave him a prosthetic leg, and then the department he's on is still suburban area of the city I work.
Yeah. So
this is probably 6 years ago. We were at a fire together, and I was like, "Clayton, let me see your leg, dude." He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Oh, I'll show you." So we roll up all the hose. The 5-inch hose to the hydrant, the tack line hose. We roll all that up. And so he has a special pair of bunker pants that is fitted for his prosthetic and everything. And he shows me his leg, and it's sick as fuck, dude. So it's all like black titanium.
Oh,
like
shit.
Like Terminator shit.
Yo, yeah.
And on it has gold leaf writing, and it says Truck 1. That's the leg. That's the truck that took his leg.
Oh shit!
And, it was
dude. That's
sick.
gangster as
It was
fuck,
gangster
man.
He has
that's
that.
exactly what I would do too, dude. That is awesome. Shouts out.
Yeah,
Clayton?
Clayton.
Dude, that's fucking.
I won't drop his last name, but yeah, he's a fucking gangster. Like,
yeah.
And his story is terrible because he like surgery after surgery, and he's a gimp now. Yeah. He's a young man. He's got kids, and he can't play with his kids, and he's limping around, and it's just a piece of meat that they keep working on, and like fucking cut it off.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I want to say the doctor was like, no. He's like, no, fucking cut it off.
Yeah.
He cut it off, and now he's able to work as a fireman again.
Yeah.
Where before he couldn't even play with his. He couldn't even take his kids on a walk, and
that's
now
what I'm
he's back
saying.
being active, like not a fireman working at a desk. Like he's on a rig. He's fought a fire with me.
Right.
So he's.
That's what I'm saying, man. Fucking prosthetics for legs are like way better.
Oh yeah.
Than for,
they got
I mean, they're getting to the point now where like hands they can like grip and stuff, but like I still take my left leg particularly because there's a lot of money wrapped up in my right leg between my ACL surgery that I had and my fucking big tattoo that I have on that leg. So, but
and they have prosthetics for like different ones you can put on for swimming, or running, or whatever, And
you think he puts on a fin for swimming?
Oh, I don't know. And I don't see him. Yeah. So next time I see him, I'll ask if he has different prosthetics. Because I'm sure he has a different one for home than the fire department.
Oh yeah.
But it's fucking awesome.
Dude, that's fucking great. Yeah. Let's see. Truck 1 to try to take that bitch now.
The hydraulics just fucking mash.
Yeah, keep going. He like doesn't even know. He's just like still working. His
chainsaw's going. He's like, you gotta come harder. That's titanium.
Yeah.
And then he's like, look at this dick, bitch. And then he just flashes, just cock flopping. Chainsaw's going.
Yeah.
The fucking ladder truck is just against the titanium.
Yeah, look at that pimp.
His dick is just fucking flopping all over the place. People are clapping.
Yeah.
Obama's there.
That's the fucking dream, man. 100%.
That's it.
That's fucking great story though, and like good for him to say, yeah, fucking take it, man.
Absolutely.
Like, 'cause he just wants to get back to normal, and that's the quickest way. Because I'm sure, like you said, he was fighting pain. They're probably
years,
pumping him fucking full of pain pills.
Yeah.
You know, he probably can't shit because they make you constipated.
Yeah.
Maybe he's afraid he's gonna get addicted. Just fucking take it. And let me get back to doing business.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I know doctors like, look, they're gonna fix this. And we got this, and they're probably doing experiments on them, and insurance will pay for that, and the city will pay for that. This happened on duty, and you know what? Well, fuck that. You know, don't experiment it after you cut it off.
Yeah.
But let me get back to work. And yeah, he's a fucking G for sure. Yeah, he's a G. And you know, a lot of people, I think, like that. You take a catastrophic injury like that, because I can't imagine fighting a fire in the dark, in the smoke, and then on a 100-foot ladder. Like, it doesn't sound like that's high. 100-foot ladder is high. I want a truck company. It's high, and in there you feel the wind. It's blowing you. Yeah. I've been on ladders in rain, on ice, and you feel the wind, and there's nothing up there. It's just the ladder.
You know what it probably was?
What?
It was probably Ryan who stole the truck and fucked up his leg.
Son of a bitch!
That's probably why he doesn't want to admit it.
Guaranteed.
That's exactly what it was.
But yeah, to be up there, and then I can't imagine so the ladder, it does 3 things. It rotates 360 degrees. It goes up and down, and it extends, and it goes in. Because it's usually ladders, 100-foot ladders, 90-foot ladders is what we usually work with around here. There's 3 sections, and obviously, because you can't have a 100-foot ladder on a truck, it's got to fold, retract.
So watch out for the truck. He's making the turn.
He's knocking down buildings all the time. But no, anyway, so it extends out in 3 sections. So I can't imagine being up there. You're fighting a fire. You're doing your thing. You're in the smoke. Obviously, things are going wrong. If they're like, hey, pull these guys down, they're getting too much heat.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that hydraulic ladder starts crunching down on your leg and crushing you. And there's nothing you can do about it.
They're probably like going back up and trying to come back down.
Oh, yeah, and you're screaming. But you're up in the air. There's fires. Things are going on. You can't hear. There's people that are operating chainsaws. They can't hear your screams. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with that. And then next thing you know, you got your fucking bionic leg.
Right.
But you're back on it. And maybe you're back on a truck. Maybe you're on an engine, but fuck, you don't give up. Like,
yeah, I bet, like, as soon as it was gone, like, and that pain wasn't there, which it probably was, because I think the phantom pain was there, and you're probably a little, like, you lost your leg. It's been with you your entire life. It sucks. But, man, once he got back to work, I bet that fucking changed his mind like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, at the same time, that trauma's there.
Well, 100%
every time
there.
The tones go off.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, you might get, you might have a little, the trauma's there. Every time, you get a call to a working house fire, working building fire.
Right.
I remember one time I went to one of these.
Yeah.
I fucking lost my fucking leg.
Right. Yeah. No, so, I 100% get that, but
a lot of people I think would be like, I'm sure his wife and family was like, you know what, you're a smart guy, because he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a job doing something else.
Right.
But no, he's like, fuck, this is what I do.
It's gangster
fucking
ass move,
gangster
man.
as fuck.
That is fucking
respect.
Yep. Absolutely. Great fucking question. Well, this is our last question that we have, and we'll be fucking all caught up. So, guys, make sure that you're sending us more questions. I know, again, it may take us 6 months to get to them, but eventually we're gonna get to them. Yep. So we like to know what your answers are to your questions. Again, it could be on anything, any advice. It's our last question. It's your turn to read. We'll give you one guess who it's from.
All right. Been
the person who sent us 80% of our questions, which is good because we have them. So, sorry, posing for a picture.
Dicks out. This question is from Joey. This question is from April 27th.
Well, that's recent.
Yeah. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for a year,
my God,
or join in once to make it stop? love Joey.
Yeah,
So at least the love is there.
Love.
The love is
and let
there.
me guess, the motherfucker didn't answer his own
didn't
question.
answer.
Of course
Yeah.
not.
Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for a year or join in once to make it
What is
stop?
up with the parent fucking in these line of questions tonight?
You know what? It's a like a syndrome. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's a what would you call that? Like Camus would know. She's smart like that.
Wake her up.
Yeah. Camus, what's it called? When you have a parent fetish thing. Like I would just say it's like a issue. But I think there's a technical term.
Yeah, there is a technical term, but I don't know what it is. So
either.
I'm sure somebody will let us know.
Yeah.
But
Man.
so watch them have sex every day for an entire year, start to finish.
No. Okay, so my thing is in person or on TV, or do you have to watch the whole thing?
Well, my guess is it's the way I see it, because they're sick, degenerate fucks, that it's from start to finish, and it's in person because you can join to end it.
Okay.
So my guess is it's been like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch them every day for a year. So then you get to like, you get to day 69, let's say.
Hey-o.
And you're just like, nope, I can't do this anymore. You just fucking jump in really quick, and then you're done. Like it stops. You don't have to watch them anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it. I don't think it's TV. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's in person, start to finish.
All right, so like for me,
That's a great fucking question.
it's a great question. I'm a busy guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't have time for that. I don't want to watch anybody. I do want to watch some people have sex. I guess.
Right.
Maybe. I don't want to.
Thank you.
I guess it's. I mean, like porn. I guess. No. But I don't have time. To watch it. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's quick. Old people, like any old people having sex. I don't want to watch it.
Right.
I hope old people have like quick sex.
Yeah.
You know, like being a busy guy, like it's 2 minutes. All right, I got to do this. Again, I'm still in the Army National Guard. Like,
Right.
do I get out of? Do they come out to where I'm at?
Right.
If I'm in the woods, it'd be great if I could get out of the Army shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the woods in Missouri or Minnesota or something, and it's like, hey, listen, I have this thing. Like, I have to be home every day.
Can you imagine going over that with your commander?
Yeah. No, I'll come to Missouri, and I'll have my tent and shit ready, set up. I'll work every day, but I have to be home to watch people have sex. So you could either chopper me home,
Right.
or you could fly them in every day to the
Right.
woods. We could all watch them have sex in the woods or the swamp or wherever we're at, but that'd be great.
Right.
Because they'd be like, just don't go.
Yeah.
You got this weird old people sex thing.
Yeah.
Just don't go. And I'd be like,
Yeah. Are they dressed
I'd
up as
rather-
animals?
if it wasn't people I like,
It's your parents.
yeah, I would watch other old people have sex instead of going with the Army. I think
Right.
because then I could still be home with Cam
Yeah.
and the boys. But like, yeah, for parents, I would still I pick that. I pick watching them have sex
Okay.
over having sex with a parent. That was the other option, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's I don't
Yeah,
I don't even consider that.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that now. But my question is, it says or join in to make it stop.
Yeah, I don't even consider that.
Now, well, hear me out.
Okay.
Now, in what capacity are you joining?
Oh, you're
in?
talking about a hand jibber?
Are we just getting a OTPHJ? Are we just holding up your dad's leg?
What do you consider-
Or,
yeah,
or
what do
something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's just something
Oh,
weird
so it's
like
joining
that,
in, right?
yeah, it just says or join them. Like, but I'm sure that I've never had a threesome, but I'm sure there are some shitty threesomes where people feel left out. So
Well, what do you consider joining in? Is
that's
it
that's what I'm asking.
Encouragement?
Are we talking
Like,
about?
there you go.
Yeah, slap your
Little
dad's
butt
ass. I can
slapping?
do
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Little
easy.
butt-
I already got to watch it anyway, which is reaching out, slapping
There you go.
a sweaty old ass.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so if it's something like that, or like handing them toys, or patting them down like with a towel if they're getting too hot, like little spritzer, like with like water, just You know what I mean? Like maybe you're a coach. No, man, put the leg behind your head, like, you know, that type of thing. Then yeah, you do that once, get it done with.
Rubbing a little Bengay on the back.
Yeah, like giving it like massages, like going over stretches with them.
Yeah, is that joining in? If that's joining in, then yeah, you do that.
I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing there's got to be penetration.
Yeah. From
you or on you at some point.
Yeah.
So,
and then what's considered watching? You're just in the room.
Yeah.
You know,
what if you're a foot fetish guy? What if you're just staring at their feet?
Yeah, you're staring at your feet. I'm on my phone. You know?
Yeah.
I'm with any old people sex, like
But that's 360. That's something you have to do literally every day. Yeah. And I'm taking it as it's not like 365 times. It is like literally every single day.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't have time for that. Like, I'm busy. I'm on shift for 24
What if your
hours.
dad's like a powerful fucker? Like, it takes him like a while.
Yeah, like do I have to?
Jesus
Yeah, do
Christ.
I have to leave? I mean, I don't. I would leave the army in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, look, I gotta go. Like, I know we're in the swamp doing bullshit or the woods.
I gotta be in another type of swamp doing bullshit.
Yeah, and then it's the city. Like, so I'm on the city. I'm on the truck. I'm on my truck company for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Is the city gonna replace me? Because I can't leave my crew to be short. You can't be short 3 on a truck. Is the city gonna pay somebody else to ride in my seat, or is my crew gonna ride short? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't leave your crew out there.
Yeah. Then they're gonna have to battle with the union over that. And they're gonna have to battle with my company commander on letting me leave army time for that. So yeah, either way, I don't have time for that. But yeah, I have to do that. You know, I would have to just watch. By watching, what does that mean? Am I in the room?
Yeah.
I imagine,
again, I would assume you're in the room. Yes.
Well, I'm in the room, sure, but does that count?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I mean, you at least got to glance up twice.
Because that means if you have somebody overwatching you,
yeah, they're
in the room with you, watching you,
right?
Like making sure you're looking. If not, I'm in a recliner on my phone, and this is just the time I check my fucking Twitter. That's actually refreshing.
Yeah,
because there's you
get a break. You get a break.
You just
gotta deal with the noise a little.
All you have to do is. All right, so this is my...
I'll give that to you, but you have to look. We'll say 3. You have to look at least 3 times.
Okay, yeah. I'll look up. I'll scroll through Twitter.
Yeah.
Glance up.
You're looking like a concerned parent at the park when your child's playing, just looking up, make sure they're still there.
There you go. And then I'm back. Then I'm on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm making plans. I'm writing my store list. Like, oh shit, we need onions.
In that case, if it's like that, then I go with the watch. Yeah. And it's a year.
Yeah. Do I have ranch? I think we were running out of aluminum foil in Worcestershire. Like, I'm looking at I'm doing that kind of stuff. You multitask.
Has my furry costume shipped yet?
Yeah. This is a dry clean.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Last time I looked, it was covered in semen.
Just covered.
Yeah, which I like, but it gets dried out.
That Arctic fox was already white. Now he's really white.
Yeah, it's crusty.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I think that's the question you got, or the answer that you go with for that question.
Joe, you sick fuck.
Yeah, a lot of sex questions, a lot of parent sex questions. Yeah. I didn't expect anything less, actually.
No, I didn't either.
Sick fucks.
Yeah,
I love it. So make sure you guys, when you're sending in your questions, you put your answers. Like, we need to know.
Right.
Like, you're playing along with. This is a community.
Yeah.
We're a community of nasties and degenerates. Like, we're a family. That's what we're here. We're in your ear right now.
Yeah.
We want to know what you're thinking. You get our honest opinion. We work these questions out. We're not putting on a show. We've talked about this before, but after we've done, like after we shut this off, we'll probably still continue to talk about these questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll break it down even further.
Yeah.
So like these are our honest opinions. Like we're not playing characters.
Yeah.
You're getting the real Spicy Brown and the Pag Nasty here, peeps. So
for sure.
So we want to know, with you. Yeah, it's easy to be like Joey and fucking answer the nice, simple questions on what you would do. But when it comes to having sex with your parents and you're afraid to answer that, come on, man. Like, come on, help us out. Help us out, help you.
Yeah, help us help you. For sure.
But those are fucking some solid questions, man. That's all we have as far as like questions. Is there any questions that you have for me? that you want to ask?
Yeah, we had a question. Where were we at on time, by the way?
Hour 47, hour 48.
Okay. There was a question earlier about oh yeah, what music would you listen to during the end of the world? What music would you want to listen to every time you come?
Oh, so every time you ejaculated, the song would play,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a good one.
And dude, I hate to be a dick, but I gotta.
Oh my God. Yeah. Just do it, and I'll talk through it.
Okay,
when you
I'll be able to hear you.
Yeah. So when you asked that, the first thing that came to mind was like just some type of a theme song, not like a really not like a real song, but like a theme song. And for whatever reason, the Boy Meets World theme song came into my head. So just like it's like, boom, when the boy meets world, or however the fuck it goes. And I think that's funny. It is a little weird that it says boy, I guess. So that's the first thing that popped into my mind. Anything else? I mean, I think the Glory Hole song would actually be kind of funny because that is like sex related. Do you go with a sex song? I don't know if you go with a sex song though. Sometimes it could be awkward, I guess, but I mean that, that's just life. So, but what if it's just like a commercial for like Pop-Tarts or something? I don't know. Do they even have a theme song? But I don't know where I stand specifically. I was saying like the first thing that came to my head was the theme song for Boy Meets World. Like when the boy meets, but then like Glory Holes by
Steel Panther?
Yeah, like that would be kind of funny. I think it would I'm just trying to think of like a funny song. I wouldn't mind every time I came that a Little Dicky song started playing.
Oh yeah,
dude. I like Little Dicky's great. So that would be good. But what specific Little Dicky song do you get?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
What about you? I know you're thinking about it.
I am thinking about it. I don't know. The first song that came in my head was POD. Here comes the. I think it's POD. Here comes the boom.
Yeah.
Which is so corny and so like terrible.
Yeah, but it's like, but the best part is because it's like after.
Yeah,
it's like right, like you're already done. It's like what?
So it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is because it's after. Like they don't have to know like what song's gonna play. You know what I mean? Because if you told somebody like, hey, after like we're gonna have sex, and it might be okay. It might not. It might be great.
Yeah.
But when I come, a speaker is going to open up and it's going to play Here Comes the Boom. They're going to be like, you know what? Like maybe let's not do this.
Yeah.
But if you don't tell them and then it just happens, like it doesn't matter,
Right. Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah, that's very
It's too
true.
late now. So, and they're going to be like, Jesus Christ. That sucked. Even if it was really good sex, they'd be like, well,
yeah,
let's not do that again.
Yeah, they're out. They're out telling their friends. Yeah. And this just the speaker came up, and Rum DMC came across. This is the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I don't. There's
Changes by Tupac started
Dude, what's that app? The Would You Rather? I think we should do a few more.
Oh,
of those,
yeah,
unless
no.
you want to end it.
No.
Okay, I feel like it's early.
Yeah, we have the.
It's not, but
it's not at all.
But
it's early in the podcast.
It's early in the podcast, and I think we keep some of the questions going. If you're okay with that.
Yeah. No, I'm bringing it up. It's a website that we have saved. I actually just visited on the computer the other day. Okay. Yeah. So
all right.
Once it comes up here, so. But yeah, I think there probably is like an app for it as well. But, excuse me. Yeah, because remember, like when we choose it, it tells you the percentage of people.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. If I would have known that, we should have had it brought up already. But that is all right.
Did you have any questions for me? For me,
Well, I had the furry question, but you answered that.
Yeah.
You said you go as a tiger, which
No,
I
but
do respect that. Did you? I mean, I know that was just kind of like a shotgun hip. Do you think you would adjust that at all, or would you for sure go with tiger?
No, I don't know, and I'm sure like in that community, like they have like different things, so they'd be like, oh, he's a tiger, oh, like he's like super aggressive or whatever. Like,
Right.
I'm not trying to come up. I just came up with something.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like a fox isn't, aggressive. There, a lot of people probably feel like it's kind of shy or something like that. I don't know. There's just something just about like the tail,
I don't know. That's something cool. Like even a raccoon or something. Any animal really.
Yeah.
Could look cool.
All right. Well, I guess we're getting started here. All of a sudden. So this is: would you rather? Oh my God! Pull all of your toenails out or pull all of your hair out? Like physically pull, that would suck, man.
Yeah.
Now, are we doing this like in one shot? Like, could you like just start pulling your hair out, but you pull it like one at a time? Once it hurts, you just like, oh, I'll just get.
I'll do it later.
Yeah, I don't think I could do toenails, man. I think I could fight through having my hair pulled out a lot easier than I could my toenails.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because there's give with your hair. Eventually, it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
For it to come out, so I'm going with hair.
Yeah, and I don't know how long toenails take to grow back or what.
Yeah.
That's gonna take for pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume you could just do it at your own pace. So you could take strips of rape tape or glue, like 40-year-old virgin, and fucking pull it. And then what I would do is probably take my clippers and then shave real low. So, yeah, I would go hair.
Yeah.
Toenails, that sounds like torture.
Yeah, absolutely. And for people who don't know, this website, we used it like way back early podcast days. And it's just like either.io.
Yeah.
And like I said, it gives you 2 questions. And when you choose, it tells you the percentage. So we said hair, 57%. This has like just over 600,000 votes on it.
Okay.
So 57%.
Hey, and real quick, I got a question. So,
yeah.
We've been doing this podcast. I mean, this is season 3. New season, same bullshit.
Yep.
We just now, because of you, started pausing the podcast.
Yeah.
That's fucking genius, dude.
Well, well, part of it is, like, part of the reason why we didn't before is I know sometimes it like can ruin the flow of things.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, there's no editing for it.
Okay,
It pauses it and then it just comes right back
okay.
up. At least as far as I know, like it maybe it hasn't. Like hopefully, like
we're dropping podcasts with like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the podcast that dropped like 2 weeks ago, I know people have already listened to it and they haven't said that it was messed up.
Okay.
I've already had people reach out to me like, "Hey, dude, your Colorado story was great.
Yeah,
like, I loved
yeah.
Spicy talking about the range."
Okay.
So I don't even think I've told you that yet.
No,
but yeah, people have said it and they didn't and we paused it during that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
so,
I think that was the first time.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've thought about it, but part of it was just like, I kind of just like to keep the flow going. But
I do too.
Usually, I think, honestly, most of the time, like, usually one of us just has to pee when the other one's in the middle of a story, so we just get up and go. At that time, I think that was honestly the first time where we both was like, well, I can use a drink. Yeah. I have to pee. I don't think that's ever happened, so I think that's
Jesus
why.
Christ, that's just fucking smart.
Yeah.
No, and listen, like, when we do this, like, shit, we've been drinking since probably 12 hours almost.
Yeah. Off and on, yeah.
We hit the bar at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and it's
approximately, and it's
11 hours ish. Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost 2 o'clock at night. So yeah, we're drinking, we're doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna pee.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
If I pee every 30 minutes, that's not normal for me. But when I'm drinking for 12 hours or even, whatever. Plus, fuck, we're drinking Zima,
Yeah, absolutely. Which we did. This is the first podcast.
Oh, we did it. Not tonight.
We didn't.
Not in this podcast.
Because you go, hey, I remember right before we started, we were actually upstairs in BDC Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Part of BDC Studios. We were at the upstairs part. And you were just like, hey. We were watching the fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. You're like, are we having Zimas for this podcast? And I'm like, no. And you just go, good.
Yeah. I didn't want to drink another one.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to drink another one. But the best part is, I know if I would have said yes, you'd have been like, okay.
Oh, I would have.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
it would have sucked.
Because that's
without
the
Jolly
dedication.
Ranchers. I would have.
Did we explain where we got the Jolly Ranchers from last week? Did we say where we? Because we didn't buy like a bag of them.
No.
Like when we went to go eat, we stopped by this other shop and they just had them out.
We didn't explain them because Tower was like I'll go upstairs to get more.
Right.
We're like, no, we didn't buy any. We stole them from an antique shop.
Yeah.
So, no, we didn't explain it at all.
Yeah. So we just had them. So the 4 that were there that was it. Yeah. So I'm definitely not gonna drink another one.
Yeah. So if you guys listen to the last few podcasts, episode 45, episode 44, we hit the Zima because. I mean, we're not trying to brag, but I mean, sometimes we ball like that.
Yeah.
It's not good. So before we bought it,
good.
and if you don't know the story behind the Zimas, go back to episode 44 and listen to that.
The very first 3 minutes.
It's incredible, but I have, like I said in episode 44, I haven't had Zima probably since I was in high school. I didn't even remember what it tasted like. It tastes like shit. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I don't know how to. It says it's citrus, and it is like citrusy water.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know how to explain it. But Zima tastes like shit. A friend of mine, their wife, Deanna, said, "Hey, put a Jolly Rancher in it," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that'll probably be okay." No, it tasted way better.
Right.
So I think if you would have been like. Yeah, no, let's do Zimas again. I would have been 100% down.
Right.
Anytime you're like, hey, let's drink a Zima, nice. I'm 100% down.
Yeah.
Or anything. We drink anything. I'm like, I'm down. I'm in. Because it's the kind of guy I am. But I would have been like, all right, I would have figured something out since we don't have any more Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
I would have been like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, can we put chocolate in there?
Yeah. Chocolate or semen or whatever.
Yeah, something. Make it taste better. For sure.
Pedialyte powder, because I got those packs. We would have figured it out. We would have made it better. But.
Yeah, it probably would have gone Pedialyte packets, honestly, is what we would have done.
Yeah.
So, was that it? Do you want to move on to the next?
Oh, yes, sir.
Would you rather? Perfect. So on this one, sometimes they give more, like I'll read it, and they give more information down at the bottom. So, so this is, would you rather drive 200 miles well over the legal drunken limit? So well over, so you're fucking hammered. Or drive 200 miles after being awake for 72 hours straight. Which technically you are legally drunk then, but this both says in either case, you're alone in the car and it's nighttime.
I'm picking drunk all day.
No, absolutely not.
No?
I go being awake for 72 hours for a couple of reasons. One, because if something happens, you're not going to jail. If you're like passed out and you get in a wreck or something, cops show up, your ass is going to jail.
Yeah.
But if you're awake, you could say you're awake for 72 hours, but they can't legally take you to jail for that I'm aware of. So just based on that, I'm going being awake. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say, it just says well over the legal drunken limit, and I would just be freaking out the whole time because I don't like to drink and drive at all. I don't drink and drive at all. Yeah. So I personally go being awake for 72 hours. So
I love this one.
Yeah.
Because we're on complete opposite sides of the spectrum, and I love that.
Right.
Because that does happen often. Because we're dude. We're like everything about us, like we're so close.
Yeah.
So here's my answer. So. I like to drink, and I consider myself a pro, and that's not a good thing.
Right.
But it's real life. That's the life I live. I
just living your best life.
Yeah, I live the best life I can. No, I like to drink. I could drink it well. I could drink good. I almost said I could drink good. No, I could drink well. Whatever. As I'm getting older, I'm smarter now. If it's an all day thing, like we're doing a 12-hour event, a bus event or whatever, like, I'll start drinking water. I'll pace myself.
Yeah.
I'm a lot smarter now than when you're 21 years old. You just fucking start taking shots, fucking pass out. I don't pass out. I don't puke, but I can drink.
Right.
If you're telling me we're going to an event, we're starting drinking at 8 a.m. Yeah. I'm in. It'll suck the next day, but I'm in, and I'll pace myself, and I'll do well, and I'll fucking hang. And I'll drink a lot.
Yeah,
I'll drink a gallon of vodka, and I'm in. I'll do it. That's what I do. But no. So the legal limit is 0.08.
Yeah.
That's weak shit. I could get the 0.08 probably after one, a few beers or a couple of drinks of vodka.
Yeah, we should preface this. You should never drink and drive.
You should never.
We should say that.
We'll preface that.
Yeah.
Unless it's an emergency, like you're trying to get some pussy or you're hungry for Taco Bell or you just got somewhere to go. Right. Other than that, don't drink and drive. No, seriously. No, don't drink and drive. But the legal limit, and my whole thing is from years back, like your driver's test. Yeah. Like I'm a good driver.
Yeah.
You should be able to, like, say the legal limit is 0.08. You should be able to go above that, then take the driver's test and see how good of a driver you are.
Right.
And then if you're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's 0.16. That's double the limit. And he's fucking crushing the course.
Yeah, but he can parallel park like a
he's
motherfucker.
Parallel parking. He's doing everything right. Like he's killing. He's driving better than most people on the road.
Right. Especially women.
Yeah, especially all women shouldn't even be allowed to drive. Period. Yeah. Or vote.
I would say we would just offended all of our female listeners. Like it's just one. Sorry, Mom.
I thought we were being real. Like you told everybody like just a little while ago, like we're being real. But,
yeah, we are.
So I guess we're in pretend time.
Yeah.
So. No, women should be allowed to do everything that we should be allowed to do because they're just as good as us.
Yeah.
So, all right. But no,
excuse me.
Dude, I could drink.
Yeah.
And I could drive if I have to. Like I said, in emergency situations. And I'll do fine.
What would you consider well over the legal drunken limit?
I would say double the limit is
well over.
I'll tell the story. I got a DUI in 2000.
Okay.
And I was double the limit. I was like 0.17 ish.
Yeah. And
I was fucking hammered. I was drunk as fuck. I should not have been driving. Yeah, and I threw up. I threw up that night. Yeah, it was fucked up. So I was fucked up that night. I think now though, in my body, and I have no idea. I'm just talking shit.
Right.
I think at 0.16, 0.17 now, I'm still in the zone.
We should get like a breathalyzer because you definitely have a lot more years
we got one.
Drinking with you.
No, we got one. We got one upstairs that's not been calibrated. I'm sure it doesn't even fucking.
But no, I'm just saying, just like see how you feel, like where you're.
Oh
at.
yeah.
That type of a thing.
All I'm saying is, so for me, well above would be double the limits. Right. Yeah. It sounds like fair, right?
Yeah, I would say that.
200 miles, if you're driving through city streets, that would suck. Your stop signs, you're turning every corner.
Yeah.
If you're on a highway, you're fucking going.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 200 miles, so I would assume it's a highway interstate.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
If not, that's a completely different. But no, sleep deprivation is no joke.
No, it's not. 72 hours is a long fucking time.
I'm not saying it's not as bad as being twice the legal limit, but
it's got to be fucking close.
It's horrible.
I mean, 48's bad, but you do 3 straight days.
Yeah, 3 straight days that's like torture. Your body's taking micro now. I've been through times of sleep where you can't sleep or whatever, and your body starts taking micro naps. It's dangerous. I've driven like that.
Yeah.
I remember long time ago driving back from Minnesota, and we're swapping out drivers. I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
Just sleep deprived, and I remember seeing like hallucinations. Like I'm seeing shit in the field.
And at 72 hours, you're getting.
Yeah, 72 hours that's so dangerous. Even I think at 72 hours awake without sleep, you're dangerous in the kitchen.
Yeah,
behind the wheel, that's so dangerous.
Yeah,
and it's pain. You're in even no matter how much caffeine you're on. For me, that's 200 miles of just pain.
I'm not gonna lie, you might be changing my mind here.
You're in the suck the whole time, and your head bobbing, your cock bobbing. I call it cock bobbing, but your head's bobbing. You're in pain. Drunk, you're happy, you're playing music.
Yeah.
There's no fear. Your inhibitions are down. You're on alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm not I could probably be well above that.
72
Allegedly,
hours
I would never do that. Allegedly, I would drive
72
pretty
hours
well.
is a long fucking time.
Yeah, 72 hours is.
I think you might have changed my mind after talking through it. Honestly,
24 hours of let's say 36 hours.
Mm-hmm.
36 hours of being awake and working and doing things. You're fucked up.
Yeah.
There's alcohol. Fuck. And this sounds so shitty. Like so horrible. But yeah, no, 30, alcohol, you're excited. Right. Your inhibitions are down.
Your action time's slower, obviously.
And this sounds even worse, but like I'm calling myself a professional. We won't release this one.
Yeah, okay. Nobody's listening anyway.
Nobody's listening. No, but I call myself a professional. I'll drink.
Right. I'm
fine. I don't drink and fight or act stupid. I probably act stupid. We'll ask Camus. But no, I don't fight. I don't act, I feel like I'm still have my wits about me.
Yeah,
I'm still doing my thing. I'm still responsible.
Yeah.
I can still drive 36 hours without sleep. Now you're by yourself in a vehicle, and then your mind, your body is just kind of like, it needs naps. It'll take micro naps. You'll pass out.
This is 72,
Mm-hmm.
so
and that's what I'm saying. That's 3 days.
I don't even think you can make it the 2.
That's torture shit.
I still would like. I do agree with you, and you definitely made me think about it more. You start changing my mind. I would still probably try to choose the 72 hours, just even though you shouldn't do that you shouldn't do either of them, obviously. But
I'll look at it this way. Right now, I've been drinking for 11 and a half hours.
Yeah.
I would, if I took a breathalyzer, I would say I'm substantially above the legal driving limit.
Right.
But I think if I got in my vehicle, if I had to, I could drive, and I would crank music. I would still be safe. I still have my wits about me. I think I'd still drive. And again, alcohol lowers your inhibitions, raises your confidence. I still think I would drive better than a lot of people on the road. I think I would kill it.
Yeah, but and that's hard to say on 72 because you'd be royally fucked.
Yeah, 72 hours.
I like it.
That's torture. That's a nightmare.
I like it.
I don't know if I've ever been up for 72 hours straight, but I've been close to there.
I've been 48.
Horrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
It's awful.
Terrible.
Well, let's choose. I bet more people for sure took the drunken limit, and that's what we're gonna choose because, like I said,
I liked it because we were on the opposite sides.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not even trying to sway your opinion.
No. I know you're not. But
that,
just but just the more talking about and thinking about, because 72 hours is a long fucking time. Yeah. You drop it down a day and go 48. Yeah. I'm not even thinking. I do sleep 100%.
The way I see it right now, I'm substantially over the legal driving limit. Yeah. But I feel like I'm prime.
Right.
Like I'm in
you're holding conversation. You're not like slurring.
Not decently.
Well,
we're talking.
Yeah.
I don't know how good the conversation is, but I feel good.
Right. Well, there's people touching themselves to this. So let's see. Oh shit! 61% for the 72 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, but they're not professionals.
Yeah, that's ballsy.
But like you said, 72 hours is a long fucking time. You're definitely not seeing stuff. So
I don't think a lot of people. I could probably honestly say, I don't know if I've ever been up for 72 hours.
So
and I've been through with the military and with the fire department. Like I've been up for long periods of time, and 24 hours like sleep deprivation. 24 hours if you're working and doing stuff. It's tough. Like your brain does not, and I'm not saying alcohol doesn't fuck with your brain, but 24 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
72 hours that's torture.
That's an eternity.
Yeah.
I just reading the top comment on here, and it says, I feel like the combined risk of dying or getting arrested versus just dying makes the sleepy option more attractive. Also, just get a box of Joe from Dunkin' Donuts and go wild. So no, that was a good one, man. That was definitely a good one. So I say we're about 2 hours and 12 minutes. I say we do 1 or 2 more of these.
Yeah.
We call it because we want to try to edit this down. It's getting pretty late. So Oh my god, this makes me want to fucking throw up.
Oh boy.
So it says, you either chug a pint of ocean salt water,
Okay.
or chug a pint of rancid milk. So spoiled milk,
I go.
or seawater, and this says afterwards you cannot immediately chase it with another drink. So you have to like you do it.
I go salt water.
You go salt water.
Yes.
I think I go salt water because I don't think
a pint is like
it's just
smaller
a glass.
than that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like a beer glass. Ocean water is disgusting.
Yeah.
It'd
be hard on your body too.
Yeah, it'd be real bad. But I don't think I could. I think you throw up either way, for sure. And I think it's just a lot easier to throw up the salt water. But
yeah,
now,
rancid milk starts getting clumpy.
it's the fucking worst.
Like I told you, I don't do it anymore because we haven't been drinking a lot of milk. But my buddy Kelsey at work, he's at another firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
He's got milk cows, and I would be like, hey, yeah, Kelsey, bring a gallon of your freshest milk, and I'll buy it, from you. And,
Yeah.
he would bring it to me, and it's whole milk. It's so good for you. They say
it's not pasteurized.
it's not pasteurized. They say it's so good for you. It's like a superfood, and I would drink the shit out of that. The only thing with that is it turns way quicker than pasteurized milk.
Super quick.
So I remember a few times where twice. One, he was like, "Oh, this is fresh milk." I drank it. Another time, it was just in my fridge for a while, and to me, it smells like acidic.
Yeah.
It starts smelling like oatmeal a little bit, and then it just really turns and it smells way worse.
Yeah.
But I've drank like rancid, and I guess rancid is not as bad as like spoiled when it's like curdled and clumpy.
Yeah.
We found milk at work that was like that, where you could see it. Was it work or the army? It might have been the army.
It was probably the army.
Yeah, and it was like you could see like it looked like blocks of shit in there.
Yeah.
Oh
Disgusting.
my god. I can't imagine drinking like curdled.
No, I can't. Like we had like with sippy cups, they have like a regulator valve on on the bottom. You know, when you take the lid off.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, but like that comes apart, so you can like wash it or whatever. So we had like G was like drinking milk out of it one day, and then we had just switched it after just like a day, washed it, like rinsed it out, whatever, probably put it through the dishwasher or whatever, and then let it dry, closed it up, and just was using another one. And then I went to get that one, and I opened it up, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? The smell, and it smelled like spoiled milk.
Oh my god!
And then I was like, does this thing? And I popped off that regulator, and there's fucking milk that was stuck in there, and it almost made me want to fucking puke.
Yeah.
Then, have you ever played? Have you seen Bean Boozled? That game where you play?
Yep.
Well, they have. If you remember, the white bean is one of them.
I've never had that one.
Oh, it's either whatever the normal flavor of it or spoiled milk.
No shit.
And I and this was like a couple days later, I think, that we had played, and I got the spoiled milk one, and I almost fucking hurled, dude. Yeah,
I played the game. I'm familiar with it. I've never tried that.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Jesus.
But, yeah, so I think I don't know. Ocean water would be awful, but I still think you go ocean water.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For me, absolutely.
Yeah, I think you go. 79% of people. I mean, there's over 1 million votes on this. 79% of people go ocean water. So, I just like to read the top comments of anything. Yeah. So I hope you don't mind. But
no,
it says, well, your kidneys might shut down and you'll die from the salt water. At least you could puke up the milk, I guess. But we're not trying to get there. So, I think we've done that one. So we'll skip that one. Let's kind of go. It says live in a library where books are your only form of entertainment, which actually probably wouldn't be bad for a lot of people, but I know you and I don't read.
No.
It says live in a prison cell where you can have access to any channel on TV.
Shit.
I mean, it's definitely a lot smaller, which I think is what they're getting at.
So either way, you can't leave.
I would assume, yeah. Or maybe it's just like... Nah, the way I see it is you can leave. You just live there.
You live there, okay.
So, like, you go to work, you come home, which sucks because I work from home. So, for me, I think I could get into reading if it does, but I do watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
But just the prison cell
Yeah.
itself would definitely suck, at least with the library. I'm assuming it's like a big library and
Yeah.
not like a fucking bitch-ass library, where it has like every book you can think of. Like the New York Public Library, I think that's a huge-ass library.
Probably.
Which I would like to go to the New York Public Library. I've never
Yeah.
been. I think that'd be...
Yeah.
So I'm that when I think of in this case, they didn't give any additional things for it or whatever. But
The New York Public Library guaranteed has glory holes.
100%. So
Probably in every stall.
So in that case, but it's fucking TV. But see, the thing is like when I watch TV, I watch TV.
Yeah.
Like I get into the shows and I'm thinking, so I'm kind of like, I'm not really in that cell, because like, when I was explaining The Walking Dead earlier, like I get into like, oh, what would I do? So I'm right there with it. And if you have any channel on TV, which means you get all sports. So I'm guessing that means it comes with all the sports packages. Because those are channels on TVs.
Yeah.
So, God, I feel like a douche, but I think I would choose the cell with the TV. I think it's just easier to...
it's any form of... What was the second part of that? Any form of...
the library books are your only form of entertainment.
Okay, or...
So it's live in a library where your books are the only form of entertainment, and the other one is live in a prison cell where you have access to any channel on TV.
Oh, so it doesn't say anything about a phone.
Yeah.
Or social media.
Well, I would assume you still... Yeah, I guess because, entertainment you can't really have. Wouldn't consider.
Because, if you have your phone and you can still be able to check the news and check Twitter and text or call people, if you don't have that...
Let's say...
What about bringing...
Let's say you get a phone... But it's a flip phone. So you get text and call people.
Yeah. In the cell, but not in the library.
No, you can do it in the library.
Oh.
I mean, because you can still call it, text people or whatever, but you can't, it's not a smartphone, so you can't, get on Twitter, Instagram, shit like that. Let's just say it in both cases. It's just a basic
Can you
phone.
bring people back? Do you?
You live there.
When you go to the jail, do you have to get strip searched and all that before you go in there?
No, it's just
assume
it's just a prison cell.
Okay.
So I would assume you've just built. It's just a prison cell that you're free.
Okay.
You're not in prison. The way I read it, because to me it's not so much the place of where you're at.
Yeah.
I don't see it like you're in prison and you still have access where you still have to be in prison.
Be in prison.
Stuff.
There's no threat of rape.
Right,
Okay.
which sometimes could be fun. To me, it's just where you live and what form of entertainment. So you live in a big place, but it's only books, which is great for people who read. And we all have those friends, who read and stuff. Or you live in a smaller place, but you can watch anything you want on TV. Like I said, I have read. To me, it's a no-brainer if you're a reader.
Right.
Like Mikey's girlfriend, she reads she can read a book in a day. So for a lot of people who are like that, it's JPEGs 100% would probably pick the library. She reads. When Mrs. Grace around, she doesn't read as much, but we have all the books that are on our bookshelf. I think 2 of them are mine. Okay. You know what I mean? So for her, I think the library is a no-brainer. But you got a lot of room. You could throw big parties there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but I guess is that a form of entertainment? I mean, or we're playing semantics here, or what? Yeah. So
I would go. I'm gonna go cell. I'm gonna go with the cell just because I don't want to read forever. I want to be able to watch TV and watch movies.
Or just watch pointless TV and turn your brain off.
Yeah. No, I think for a short amount of time, I think that would be. It sounds refreshing. It sounds great to be able to read. For the rest of my life, nah, dude. I watch TV shows. There's classic movies. I love watching movies.
I know you watch a lot of documentaries.
I watch a lot of documentaries. In documentaries are things you could read, but I want to watch. I mean, Deadpool 2 is coming. I'm gonna watch that Tuesday. Yeah. I don't want to read that.
I think in the end I go with that too. And 59% of people go with the library.
Oh yeah, no shit.
So,
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, but again, they probably didn't break it down. A lot of these people probably just reading it. Nope, go to this one.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
They don't break it down like us. So, this is a good one.
Okay.
It's eat a breakfast of only jelly beans or eat a breakfast of only hot wings. I can tell you right now, it's fucking hot wings all day, every day.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound bad.
Yeah, breakfast, hell yeah. 72% hot wings, of course. I don't want to even be associated with those people who chose jelly beans.
Yeah, I don't even really fuck with jelly beans like that.
Yeah, there's probably like vegetarians and stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah. Vegetarians.
Okay, so this is a good one too.
Okay.
Only drink carbonated beverages.
Okay.
Or never drink carbonated beverages. So you could never have water.
What?
Because you only drink carbonated beverages.
Yeah.
So anytime that you drink anything forever, it has to be carbonated.
Oh.
Or
okay.
you never drink. So if you say never, you could anything that's carbonated, you could never drink. No pop, no beer, no nothing.
Oh, that's easy. I would go with
carbonated.
Uncarbonated.
You would say never have a carbonated drink.
Yeah. I don't drink soda. I drink water or vodka.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
easy.
I would do that too.
Oh, yeah,
because I would usually like Captain. Maybe it's a splash of Coke. I don't have to. I just pop off Pedialyte.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would go because I don't drink. Only time that I usually drink pop is when I'm drinking.
You know, and I'll add to that. I drink either water, vodka, or coffee. I drink coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem for me.
No, that's not.
I know a lot of people that drink a lot of soda and beer and carbonated drinks, and I think that would be tough for them. But for me, that's fucking easy as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. 65% never. Yeah, that was an easy decision as well. Let's do a couple more, even though I said that couple more. Okay, so this is if it was picture day. Would you rather only wear your underwear or a costume of your opposite gender? Opposite gender, 100% for me. It says your picture will be given to everyone you know. I can dress up in chicks' clothes.
Yeah, that picture would be a lot funnier than like me dressed in like drag. Yeah, it would be a lot funnier than me in my underwear. That would just be creepy.
Yeah,
like you're saying that to like nephews and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. It'd be creepy. Me and drag would be creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's not as creepy as me in my underwear.
Yeah.
Like, what's my face doing? Am I smiling? Am I grinning?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Faux show ho. So opposite gender. It's still, I don't know. It's kind of going slow, but 56% would do opposite gender. Of course.
All day.
Vacation in Russia or vacation in China?
Fuck.
I go China.
I'm gonna go China. Also,
is my pick.
Russia's just scary to me.
Yeah. It's actually a lot closer.
That's close.
51% for China. So Mother Russia.
We talked about that earlier too. We're on Russia.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Okay, we'll do this one. One more.
Okay.
And then we'll cut her down.
All right, I'm down.
Would you rather death by freezing in Antarctica or death by walking through the Sahara? I think you gotta go, even though I fucking hate the cold, but I think you go Antarctica because you just fall asleep.
I think it's quicker,
Yeah, you just fall asleep and that's it.
That's my immediate guess too, or pick too is just freezing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, my guess is that's got to be the way. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. The percentages are taking a little bit. I see that. But it's 640,000 chose Antarctica, 67%, and then 311,000. Yeah, walking through Sahara. That would
the desert. I mean, in the to get hypothermic, I think it could be quick. Yeah. In the desert, you might be alive for days, just in the sand, breathing without water. Like it could take days.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's a great one to end on.
Okay.
And it says the caveat to this is you have to be a participating member in either lifestyle. So this is a lifestyle choice, and you have to participate. So do you live in a nudist colony?
Okay.
Or do you live with the Amish? So my guess is nudist colony, you have all the amenities that you have now.
Yeah.
You're just naked.
Okay.
And the Amish is the goddamn Amish.
Yeah. No electronics, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think they kind of, depending on what Amish you go, I think they start to bend the rules just because, like, it's just how they have to live now.
Yeah.
These days, like, they'll do certain stuff. But, I mean, I'm comfortable with my body. Like, I'm a bigger dude. Like, I don't hate my body too, man. But I don't know about being naked in front of people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you would get used to it.
Yeah, you would get used to it. Because I've been naked in front of a lot of people. Like, you know, Nicki Minaj.
When I pointed at the thing, she had a thong on.
Yeah, Nicki. Yeah, I've seen this video. Yeah, we're on Nicki Minaj videos. It just automatically went to. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've been in front of naked. I haven't been naked in front of a lot of random women, but like dudes, like military, like, you know, shower shit like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think at the end you get used to it. So
I think you get used to it. Yeah, for sure.
So nudist colony, right?
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Where are we at? Oh yeah, 77%.
Fuck the Amish.
Yeah. That was great. We haven't fucking done that in a long time. That was a great idea. That's why we keep you around, sucker.
Lucky me.
But dude, this was a fucking blast, man. I love doing the questions. We had some great conversations, you know, from it and shit. Yeah, I mean, just Nasty and Friends. You guys send us questions. We're completely out. We will be doing another Hot Ones tribute. It's nothing that's planned, but eventually we're going to do a third one for sure. We'll probably have a guest or a couple of guests next time we do it, I think. But we're going to continue to do it because we like to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
We like to dabble. We like, as we've said before, we like to be in the suck. I still watch Hot Ones every week. I know I talk about it every podcast, but I watch it. I know what they go through, and I miss it. I miss being in the suck with people, you know, at times. So we're for sure going to do it. So we're going to need questions, you know. So definitely send them in. And even if we get too many, we can always just do. We love doing the question and answer. It's my favorite.
Same
favorite
here,
thing
dude.
that we do. So,
yeah.
And again, it's just at Nasty and Friends. Keep sending questions. And put your answers with them.
Yeah, Jesus. And if you send a question without an answer, it's not too late. Send it.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to know. We want to know for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of these. Sick fucks.
I got some shouts out and fuck yous.
Oh yeah, send it.
And so I have. I just want to give shouts out to everybody who sent in questions. So it's like, you know, Joey, Ryan, Vito, Andy, Joey, Mitch. Like, I think that's everybody, you know, who sent in questions. Shout out to the furries out there. Keep doing your fucking thing, man. Yeah. You know, that's awesome. I'll be looking, you know, more into it for sure. Yeah. Maybe not to do it, but I just, that world, it just draws me in for whatever dumbass reason. It's just in my brain. It's the thing that I've been on lately, and I just can't get it out. Shouts out to Glory Holes. You guys keep providing your services, you know, that you do. And then shouts out to Mr. Truck One himself, Clayton. That's a fucking badass story, you know.
Bad motherfucker.
He made a hard decision. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure it wasn't easy, and that, you know, that's fucking awesome. Fuck yous, just people who litter. Stop fucking littering. This world's bad enough for all the shit that we throw out anyway. I know we're all a part of it. We gotta try to do better.
How hard is it to throw shit in the trash?
Yeah,
you know?
like, it fucking drives me nuts when I see people, especially cigarette butts. Yeah, those are the fucking worst. You know what? If you smoke, your car's gonna smell like smoke. You're already smoking in it. Leave the butts in there. Fucking do something with them. Stop fucking throwing them out. I fucking hate that.
Yep, I agree.
That's the only fuck yous that I have.
All right, so I got a few shout outs. I also give a shout out to Glory Holes.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Steel Panther. Shout out to Clayton for being a bad motherfucker, and then shout out to Joey.
Yeah.
My fuck yous are also Joey. And
the rare double.
The double. And then I want to say fuck you to the Amish.
Hell yeah. Well, this is fucking great. We got plans. You guys should definitely hear from us next week, I believe. So it's probably be, that Sunday morning one or whatever.
Sure.
So it'll be a little short, but we still got some shit we need to cover that we haven't yet. So we'll come up with something. I've said it probably a million times, especially in this episode, but email us your questions at nastyandfriends at gmail.com. Twitter, the Insta, the Gram, like us on Facebook, at Nasty and Friends. We're not on any of them a lot, really. I know we usually do like our personal stuff, but Twitter probably the most out of all of those.
Yeah. For
but
me,
yeah,
for sure.
I mean, just hit us up. Why not? We're not going to be blowing up your timeline, so give us a follow. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So remember, life is simple. Don't be a dick. Night, sluts.
Motherfucker, yeah, yeah!